Before this video starts, this is the cleanup video for Sumeru. Before we go to Sumeru, we're just going to be cleaning up 2 big world quests. Now, I mentioned in a community post on a previous video, I did lose the day 2 and day 3 footage of the Rue quest, unfortunately. But I did save part of it when Rue kicks us off the island because I felt like that was a part I could save. I used someone else's footage and like clipped my audio into it. It's kind of awkward, but it works out and you get to hear it anyway. Another aspect of this I do want to say is that I will put timestamps up on the screen for you, so you can click around and find the parts that you want to do. They're up on the screen right now for the sections that you might want to read. I put in like maybe 4 or 5 sections that you would guys want to see, whether it be the reading of the Before Sun and Moon, or whether it's the Rue quest, or the ending of the Rue quest, the singing, or something like that. They're up on the screen right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in Sumeru tomorrow. Oh, you're alright. Wonder Paimon, why did you do this? Oh no. Huh? I thought the 2 of you were good, strong people. No! Rue! And did you be different from the others? You came back to look for me, listen to everything I said. I thought the ceremony would go well this time, but we're going to stop the ceremony. That way you'll be safe. We're just trying to help. But you're not helping. Back then, something happened, something went wrong. Things were going so well. But I woke up and I found this island had become like this. Everyone was weird. No one could see me, no one could hear me. Oh no, Rue! Then after a while the storm would start and it would be super crazy, and these times only Wakaku, Onya, and Otake would be struck by lightning. I'd hide there and wait for the storm to end. But once the thunder stopped, everything would repeat all over again. I would wake up and everyone would be doing the same things. Computer's missing too, I couldn't find her. So they're all gone? We must have made her angry. That's why I prepared another ceremony and another, but it always ends the same. That's why I had the idea of bringing in people from the outside. I thought that you were my friends and you'd help me. We are, Rue! Actually, hold on a moment. Who's kept us here anyway? That's what they call her. She's our guardian deity. If the ceremony goes smoothly, Capsir will be pleased, and that way everyone will be happy. In the past, Capsir had no attention to the people who were offered to her. But I'm different. That's why I have to make sure the ceremony goes well. That way everyone can go back to a normal and live their lives again. Brother Ippei and Big Sister, Makiri will get married, and Kina and Kido will grow up and become great adventurers. And once things are better here, Big Sister Saya will come back. And Big Brother Kama too. And Dad will no longer have to be afraid of Kapisu's wrath lightning. Oh no, Rue! And everyone will realize the outside world isn't a bad place, because there are good people like you in it. Oh, he doesn't think we're good people anymore, so why'd you ruin the ceremony? Because this isn't right. That's not true. This is right. Don't come back here ever again. No, Rue! There's gonna be another storm. It's going to be super scary. Just go away. I don't want to see you ever again. No, this is the worst. I've never felt worse in this game. Let's go and report back to Miss Sumida. You're right. Let's go. I've never felt worse ever. This is legit the worst I've ever felt in this game. I'm actually upset that Rue thinks of this way about us. It's mighty depressing. It's always interesting when I start one of these videos because I've been recording this bit by bit. So we have the Sunwheel Mount Kama. I've been recording this bit by bit. So like I haven't been doing the hello. Oh my god. This is redder than red. Jeez, I hope he's okay. Rue at this stage. So it's funny because you guys have already seen this, but I like, you know, so I won't show off my upgraded characters. In fact, you guys have probably seen like way more upgraded characters than ever because I'm recording this bit by bit, like this world quest, so I can do it all in one video. But we do have then now like an upgraded Eula in terms of artifacts. Not perfect yet, but like she's definitely better than she was, and we need to upgrade them all to like plus 10, of course. Now I'm just working on talents, and then we can work on some other characters and stuff like that, like before we go to Sumeru. But by the time you see this video, I imagine that you've already that we're already very close to Sumeru. This is going to be part of the cleanup before Sumeru, I think. Man, look how this feels bad. Who's that by the door? Who do you see? Paimon, who do you see? Oh! Kama! Kama, what are you doing here? The situation looks rather grim. Yeah, the sky is looking all strange and stuff. This Tsunami Island was about to be destroyed and then everything will start again. That's the thing you were talked about yesterday. Whoever sees the things are even more serious than when I came here previously. Perhaps it's because you destroyed those perches. The name of the child you're trying to help is Rue, right? If you want to break the cycle and free Rue, now's the time. That's why I'm here to help. Did Miss Samita ask you to do it? No. I've come here on my own accord. What? You're volunteering, Kama? I don't know why either. I just feel like I should be here. How should I describe that feeling? Alright, it's like this. Perhaps I simply find it intolerably shameless for me to play the fly on the wall as you boldly step into Tsurumi Island. Perhaps I believe that even illusions have feelings, and so I would do ill in allowing them to suffer in this cycle. Perhaps I simply think that I might help Rue by breaking this perpetual ocean fog, and in fulfilling these wishes of my ancestors I shall be free from the history that binds me. Kama, since when were you so much like a light novelist? Yes, Lady Samita did speak these words. When I told her that I would like to help, she suddenly gained a spark of inspiration. I didn't understand what she said, but I believe that since Lady Samita said so, then that must be how things are. That sounds like her style, alright? Still, Paimon thinks yesterday's events have probably made Rue too angry to talk to us. And old Lady Samita said that in this manner the bloodline spanning millennia shall. Could we lose the verbatim quotes? We shall. I believe that Kama, that is to say, I, can speak to him. There is a very strong resemblance, yes, exactly, to the person he knew. Rue almost did mention being able to speak to those illusions, weirded him out and worried him. So being able to talk to you should clear him right up. Where do we find Rue? You know, he did mention there's a few places the storm doesn't touch. You're right. Wakaku Oni Onitake. He did mention that these places wouldn't be hit by lightning under these circumstances, and those would be the hiding spots where you wait out the storm. Oh, poor Rue. Let's get looking then. Let's start with the Wakaku Shoal. Kama seems pretty enthusiastic today, eh? For sure. So here we go. We're going into this area again. Oh man, there's also like a golden wolf lord over here, which is nuts. So can we just fast travel over here then to this area? I guess like just closer to this area. This has been a look how much this has changed. If we didn't finish this quest, this whole place would just stay here like this forever. Oh my god.
Compared to the storms I've encountered out at sea, this is really quite tame.
I agree. At least there's no fog. That's something. I'll take storm over fog. Storm really doesn't touch this place. But Paimon doesn't see Rue either. Come on, Kama, you try. Alright. No, not like that. We're looking for something more like Rue, it's Kama, where are you? Did you just scream? Rue, it's Kama, where are you? Still no response. Oh, Paimon's getting worried. Still, why is there no thunder or lightning here? Well, since it was the Thunderbird who destroyed Tsurumi Island, we could try using the power of the feather? Yes. That's worth a try. Since Rue has said that it's one of the Thunderbird's feathers, you might get some reaction. I haven't unequipped it yet. There we go.
The wind knows me.
Oh god, there's a lot of opponents actually. Didn't even recognize you guys.
Into the wind.
Oh, big boy. Big man.
Witness the power of good.
One with nature. Fine.
By royal
Reflex there.
teamwork
For
is
sure.
teamwork.
Clouds high. The birds come. The wind knows me.
Rain outlines your fate. Let me lead you first.
Nice little attack. Oh, is there more enemies? Or no, it's just the feather that suddenly appeared. Wait. Oh,
I
you
always
guys.
bounce back. Just watch me.
Midnight
Just wash me.
Phantasmagoria.
Benny, you had to be showering every day.
Adorn my night.
Okay, buddy?
One with nature.
Especially when you're going on adventures and, you know, you're sweating all the time. Oh, that's what this looks like. Looks like a feather. Touch the feather? Oh, be careful. Certain emotions surge forth. You've seen an island blanketed in fog. When you hear the voice of tiny lives that dwell there with the ease, boars, human squirrels, lice. When Kwame, as you return to the nest, you can hear an interesting tune and a certain fallen rain. It is different from the war songs and boards of the chorus of the fish. It is a clear song and moving one too. What happened? That was close. You were just frozen in the spot back there. Flew away. What happened? Paimon was worried sick, you know. It seems that I've drawn into the Thunderbird's memories. Thunderbirds? The same one destroying Sumri Island? I can't be sure. There's no way to establish that at the moment. If that's the case, it's just like Lady Samia said. The will of the Thunderbird will resurface. In that case, the voice we heard during the battle, was it a hallucination? No, Paimon heard it too. Pine's very curious now. It's almost like the Thunderbird was looking for someone. Still, that feather's sure to bring about some kind of reaction, huh? Yes, I saw you take out a strange feather area. Where did you get that? Well, this is how it went. Yeah, we're telling him about the bird. So the feathers of the Thunderbirds were the basis of the Mashiro and can summon spirits. I was told these legends by my grandfather, and he taught me how to make those Mashiro. Oh, so you can make them? Couldn't you just made one for Lady Samita? Well, because Lady Samita didn't ask. Oh, come on. But if I shut the chalice to help her in the future, I'll mention this matter. Dude, come on, just mention it to her. So what should you do next? The direction in which the feather flew away doesn't quite match up with the Onya beach or the Agataki plains. Surumi Island is in a lot of danger. Yes, we're on borrowed time as well. This will all start again once the thunder stops. Yup. And Rue said that things get real wild once the thunder starts coming down. Well, let's forget about the feathers' whereabouts for now. We gotta get to the other spots where there's no thunder and look for Rue there. Alright then, next stop, Onya Beach. As long as we can talk to him, there's hope. Let us go to Onion Beach. Onion Beach. We love a good onion. Onion Beach. Put 'em on your sandwich. This is the place we were before with this little ritual too. When you're on Onion Beach. Okay. Defeat the enemies, or are you just separate enemies?
Yeah, we just separate. Benny's adventure team. I have failed.
Oh, you're back.
you.
It's okay. It's okay, Benny. You're back.
No, my sword. Oz, reveal thyself. Rain outlines your fate.
Rain does outline our fate. I always say that. What are we looking for here? Use the feather? Oh yeah, the feather as usual, yeah. Oh, cool.
By royal decree, witness the power of Gugwa. Huh?
Clouds high. The birds come into the wind.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Everybody stand back.
Give Benny a little bit of a break here.
Oz, reveal thyself.
I love fighting room guards. It's so fun. Until they do the big like swinger move, then I'm like, get out of here. I never want to talk to you again.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my
Don't
night.
come near me ever again.
Rain cutter.
The wind knows me.
Well done, Benny. That was you. That was all Benny. Crazy, right? That was all Benny. This feather is just like the last one. Touch the feather. Are we gonna pass out again? Don't worry, Paimon will watch over you. Oh, thanks, Paimon. Argal. So let's see. I just took another screenshot of this as well. In fact, let's just read it now. So we have emotions come forth. One strange objects fell from the heavens, one which landed on this island, after which your sky returned to its clear state. Afterwards, the fog started to emerge. Though you had the power to disperse that fog, it meant little to you either way. Afterwards, those furless human beings began to gather the feathers that you shed in fixed intervals in the most puzzling behavior indeed. We've chased the monsters away. Paimon's face. Oh! Wonder you're back. So it's going up to the peak. They're all going up to the peak, so we have to get 3 of them, I'm guessing. This one flew away too. It doesn't look like Rude's here either. The feathers target seem to be in the mountain at the center of the island. Kama, do you know anything about the mountain? Mount Kana? It was where the Thunderbird reposed. That place is in fact a hollow cavern from which the Thunderbird would take off into the skies like a violet meteor that could be seen through the fog. It was said by the people of Tsunami Island that the Thunderbird dispersed that mysterious fog to protect the island. So you're saying you relate to the memories that came... relate the memories. That this fog wasn't created by the Thunderbird? Perhaps our ancestors are wrong. Well, that's understandable, considering that you can barely see the sun or the moon from down here. Maybe the Thunderbird's light was the only light they'd ever see. Speaking of your ancestors... That's right, we saw someone who looked like you. Yeah, he looked exactly like you. I thought it was you for a bit. Here's how it went down. And that's what happened. They seemed pretty friendly with Rue. That may truly been and my ancestor. So did the ancient Kama meet Sayo after leaving Tsurumi Island? The records don't say anything about that. Huh? Well, where should we go next? We'll keep looking for Rue, of course. Yeah. Yeah, we've been there before too. Well, then let's go. I think we're not gonna be able to go to the mountains until we get all 3 of these. It's interesting that they thought that the Thunderbird this whole time may have caused the lightning, but it looks like that might be a lie, or at least like a false idea, at the very least. But we'll see exactly where that comes into play now. I'm putting Benny here because he's the luckiest. There's text at the bottom, but like I'm sorry that like I just get distracted and I didn't read it. This is the last possible location. Rue. We're here to help. Rue. Rue. What's the weird noise? Someone said Rue. Monsters, be careful. Who said Rue? Oh, did they repeat? Did they say Rue?
Into the wind.
Did these beasts say Rue?
I'm going in.
The wind knows me.
Oh, big boy.
Wings of darkness. Come, sever night from day. Witness the power of Gwa. Rain out.
Clouds high. The birds come. One with nature.
Huh? By royal decree.
Into the wind.
This team is so good. I'm actually such a big fan of this team that we've cultivated here and created.
They never miss.
They never miss because he's a big wolf and we're not big wolves.
One with nature. As one with wind and cloud.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
There we go. Benny, well done. Rue! It's good to see you're alright. Wonder Paimon, didn't I tell you not to come here anymore? But this place is super dangerous. There's thunder and lightning anywhere, and if you got struck by lightning, you'll get hurt. I don't know why, but it looks like the storm is getting scarier than before. It must be because you hurt that perch. Why did you come back? Oh, poor Rue. We brought Kama to see you. Kama? I'm back. Big Brother Kama, is that really you? Wait. Are you an illusion too, Kama? Oh, Lady Sumida told me to say this. Come on, this isn't time for tricks. Oh, sorry. The Kama you knew led a full life after leaving Tsurumi Island. His greatest regret was not being able to help you. I'm a descendant of his. Wander and Paimon are here to help you. Descendant? Are you his son then? Oh, he doesn't realize how long it's been. I'm afraid you're quite a few generations off. Wait, I don't get it. Just send us. Does that mean Big Brother Kama's no longer around? Rue, don't make me... Don't break my heart here. It's been a long time, you know. What happened to him after he left? I waited for so long. So long until Sumian started looking like this. But he and Big Sister Sayo never returned. I'm so worried. He's gonna kill me. I know what to tell you. I know a little. I do know a little about what happened. To tell to the Kama you knew. If you'd like to listen, I could tell you. That'd be great. This is gonna be really good for him. Kama tells Rue some things about his family history. Paimon assists in helping out him omit parts that are not positive or hard for children. Yes, Paimon's very good at this. Mother Paimon. So many things happen in the outside world, huh? I never knew that the world beyond the fog was so big, or so so many people. The unchanging nature of Samurumi Island is an abnormal thing here. Yep, and that's why we're here to help. Help? But you destroy the purges and make Cappuccino angry. If the ceremony goes smoothly and she accepts me and my sacrifice, then everything will be fine again. That might not be what the Thunderbird wants. But how would you know, Wonder? You haven't met Cappuccino. She hasn't come back in so long, she must be angry. I can't say this for sure, but... let's give it a try. Man, poor little Rude. Like, him, like, it breaking my heart. Him not realizing... at all... that it's been generations. He's like, oh, you must be his son then, because he's like, it can't have been that long. Curious times. Tiny human afraid of thunder and not afraid not of thunder and storms. Oh, this is him, okay. And there was Rue, it's as a spirit. I'm gonna die. The adults in the village all said that I could bring peace to the thunder and storms. You shouldn't have to do that though. This memory's clearer than before. Is it because Rue is here? I was too embarrassed to sing in the village, so I came here to practice. Do you like it?
Before you humans learned to make fire, the thundering storm had already swept across the ocean alongside me. With a but a flap of my wings, purple lightning will tear through the clouds like serpents. Make cry shakes the ocean depths and the heart of the earth. I've heard the songs of the trees, the strains of the clouds and rain, and the melodies sung by the blue flying dragon of the far north. I've heard every trembling chorus of a fox and rabbit as a worm, and worm as I descended upon the land. But your song is special. Oh, it is different from that of a boar, the fish, and Winkamai.
You're speaking all funny. I don't get it. But I guess you like my song then?
I do not know. I only know that I've never heard it before.
Well, then I'll sing you a tune when you come again with the thunder and rain.
Your lives are fragile and puny. Perhaps you shall all return to dust before I remember this matter. But if you have not, then you shall sing for me again.
This is so beautiful. Everything you say is so complicated. Oh yes, my name's Rue. What's yours? Everyone in the village calls you Great Thunderbird. But you have a name, right?
A name?
Well, that is... what should I call you? I mean, if I want to sing for you again, I'm called to you. What should I call out? Why is this making my heart hurt?
I do not know. But she gave me a name long ago. But I've forgotten it. I do not need such things. Nor have any dared to summon me thusly.
Well, how about this then? Dad, Grandpa Mata taught me a few words in the Inshine script today. Let's try using them to give you a name. I know. This should do. And here I gave the name Kana Kapasisu. He named him. Let me name you the Great Eagle of the Storm. Rue, you beautiful child.
Ridiculous. Still, it matters not to me.
Well, it's aside then. I need to go back now or the adults will worry. I'll definitely sing for you again. Can you sing for me?
Perhaps I shall forget you immediately, Rue.
Well, I won't forget you. See you. Poor Rue. Just a sweet, sweet child. And Cappuccino seemed like he didn't want him to sacrifice. There was never a mention of sacrifice. He was just talking about how he'll probably forget about him. It flew off to Mount Kana. Are those Cappuccino's memories? She always remembers. Oh, it's a girl. Okay. My bad. I forgot. That's my bad. It's fine though. The voice is fine. We can change it a little bit though. Well, you did give her a name after all. She also remembered my promise to sing for her again. But if that's the case, why did everyone become like this? Why did the village become like this? Did we anger Cappuccino by not performing the ceremony correctly? I don't think this was what the Thunderbird was mad about. I see. I understand now more or less. Well then, I suppose our next stop is Mount Kama. But that's sacred ground. We can't set foot there. I wonder, Paimon, you've already come around 3 times and yet things haven't gotten better. That's very observant. We either want to talk about the rule of 3. Good omens must occur 3 times for good fortune to truly descend. And you must forge past the obstacles 3 times to succeed on the 4th. You know what? Paimon still thinks we should be called the rule of 4 instead. Maybe you're right, Paimon. True, you've already met with 3 difficulties, Wander Paimon, that we have. Alright, I believe you. And since Kama's descendants has also returned, this must mean that good things are in store for us. But if nothing good happens, I'll be very mad. Very, very mad, you hear? Of course, let's go then. So, what's kind of crazy about this is that, like...
Off we go.
Oh, that's right, Big Brother Kama's descendant? What is it? Could I call you Kama instead? It'd probably be easier for him. Of course you can, that's what everyone calls me. Everyone, Kama, do you have lots of friends? Oh no. You could say that. Lady Smita and Wonder and Paimon. Ah yes, you're my friend too, of course.
Don't stand too close to me, or you might get hit by
That's so
lightning
sweet.
too.
So do we just climb the mountain. That's what we have to do. I feel so bad for putting Benny in this though. Well, the thing is, like with Benny, he's not afraid of lightning. He's actually pretty okay with it. I think he doesn't mind his bad luck sometimes. Oh, that's definitely not how we're getting up here. Yeah, it's a beautiful story. Like, and again, like, I'm glad that we found out this god isn't just someone who's willing to sacrifice, or this bird is not just looking to sacrifice children for the sake of it. I'm very glad with that. Because it could be like, oh, that was almost a troublesome thing. Because it could have gone like a worse way where we had to like fight this god, which I would not have liked to do. I guess this is like the way to get up then. Unless it's like lower down. Oh, I forgot crevice. Oh, crevices are worst enemy in this game.
One with nature.
Oh, we can go and get that regardless. I think it might actually be down below. See down there? But I'm gonna go up top first anyway.
Into the wind.
Because we came all this way up here. No, because it's up top. It's for sure up top. Unless this is high up enough as it is, and it went down into it again. It's not that like I couldn't fight this god. Like I could definitely take the god. But I think it's also a case of like, it's a much more interesting story having like this bird being like, "Yo, I just wanted to hear the boy singing." It was a nice tone, which is much better than unending destruction. Oh, pretty freaking awesome, actually.
To my face.
So maybe it is like we have to get down here. There's a wolf down there at the very least. And there's another door. Yep.
Follow the wind.
Let's light it up.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
No, my sword.
Investigate the altar after we kill these guys.
Let me weave you a verse. Rain outlines your fate.
The wind knows me.
Oz, reveal.
One with nature.
Everybody stand back.
Clouds high. The birds call. The wind knows me.
No, my sword.
There we go. Those guys are interesting to fight. They're not as fun as some other enemies, but like they're all right. They're not too bad. Oh, so I'll take that any day of the week.
It's a miracle.
Investigate the altar. Oh, investigate. Okay, a monster. Oh, jeez. Oh my god! And like I didn't think we like honestly like Eula would have been great for this, but hey, like we have what we have.
Adventure time.
I'm gonna feed them all as well. I'm gonna feed them some food, and we're gonna do some critical hits and stuff, I guess, food and stuff, I guess. So like, crit damage, shield strength doesn't work. Healing bonus would be pretty cool. I mean, might as well eat it. Who cares? Yeah.
Off we go.
One with nature.
Ring cutter.
Oh, I forgot. This is the same type of enemy we fought before. It's the one we fought on top of the cliff on the other island.
Body and mind.
The island with the cats.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
That's kind of sad that like it's still goddish.
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
It is gonna hurt in the morning. You're right.
With wind and cloud. One with nature.
Let's feed him a bit of food. See, this is always so plentiful. The radish veggie soup.
Let's light it up.
Why is Paimon sorry we're not involved in this?
Adventure
What you
time.
saying?
Witness the power of Gua. No, my sword. Not good.
Everything's good.
Time to go. Into the wind.
Off we go.
Still, Benny's not doing terrible damage here. You know what I mean? He's not doing terrible damage, even like
Why do they never miss?
Benny. I agree.
Let's light it
Bro,
up.
just stay in one spot for 2 seconds. Stay in one spot for 2 seconds. Thank you. Thank you so much. Actually, yeah, for when this happens, we can switch to our girl. No, just stay in one spot. It's okay. We can patch it out. whenever something gives me a little bit of pushback, we'll patch it out. It's okay.
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds call.
Where'd you go? No, get in the circle. Get in the circle.
The wind knows me.
Good
Must
boy.
remain calm.
It's a really cool boss, and like we're way more prepared for it. Oh, that was really sick. Actually, what you did there.
Let me weave you a verse. Let's light it up.
Yeah, whenever we have this stuff going on, I'm very confident in like switching to. Because again, Official's useful, but in this battle, she's not as useful. But like for that stuff, she is. Like that stuff, she's so useful. Like. You know, I mean, just getting little pot shots in.
Let's light it up. Off we
Oh
go.
god.
Everybody
Heal up.
stand back.
Good job.
Into the wind. Time to go.
No, my sword.
Okay. So close. We're very close.
Body and mind.
The wind knows me.
guard down.
It's okay. I let your guard down for you, so it's being a really interesting show. Don't be worried about that.
Fallen leaves adorn my life.
There we go. Really cool little fight. That's finally over. You primarily broke a sweat back there. Were you doing the fighting, eh? Yeah, she was. She was fighting on a... She's a fighting spirit. Oh, come on. Paimon's pawns are getting all clammy just watching you fight. She deserves them. She's moral support. Always. Moral support. We love her for it. Well, everything I saw, that was so cool, Wander. So cool. I do this all the time. You were truly impressive. That was eye-opening. Paimon's still concerned about something. Why would there be this sort of monster here? Yeah, we fought one back there before, yeah, on the other island. Yeah, Paimon even remembers that one too, but we seem to be forgetting something important. The feather. That's right. What's this got to do with feathers? So earlier we took a commission from an adventurers guild and went to Stray Island to investigate. A talking cat? It was the best thing ever. Wow, talking cat, really? That's not the main point. It's pretty important, though. So while we were investigating on Amakumu Peak, we defeated a monster just like this one, after which we got this special feather. So that's where you got your Thunderbird feather, Wander. That means that the thunder manifestations that were appeared on here on Amakumu Peak, Amakumu Peak, must have been something to do with the Thunderbird. If Samina were here, she'd say something like, "This plot is getting too complicated," or "This sounds like good foreshadowing material." Funny. You don't look like you found it funny, Kama. No, I did find it quite amusing. Still, Paimon thinks that we got a good picture of what's going on now, eh, Wonder? Well, almost, but we should go confirm our suspicion anyway. That said, Paimon thinks we've got, more or less got it already. Use the feather? And touch it? Since you have all allowed this one and only song to flow in the blood into this earth, then until I, the great eagle of the storm, hear that human roost song once more these lands, may these lands fall under eternal catastrophe. So he just wants to hear the song. So that's what happened. It's as I thought. So that's what happened, and here I thought, she wants to hear your song. That's all she wants to hear. She never wanted you to sacrifice yourself, bro. I thought Capitzir had forgotten all about this. I thought this happened because she didn't approve of the ceremony, but she didn't like me. You said that she was your friend. Friends don't forget their friends' words that easily. She's been waiting for you to sing for her all this time. Yeah, you're right. I did tell her that I would sing for her. But I haven't seen her in an awful long time now. Should we tell him? You know, the Thunderbird was killed on Saray Island? This will be tough. So, Rue. The Thunderbird has migrated to Saray Island. That's kind of like, again, kind of a good way to put it for kids, maybe. That's right. Didn't we tell you before that we saw the huge storm cloud and shattered mountain on Saray Island? That's where the Thunderbird lives now. You know, we wanted to go up to Amakuma Peak to see the awesome face of the great Thunderbird. But the Thunderbird was super busy. That's right. She has lots of baby Thunderbirds too. They're all up in the clouds right now. And they don't come down much. Baby Thunderbirds? So there's this vortex-like storm cloud over Sarai Island. Yeah. That formed by Capitzir and the little Thunderbirds as they play and fly in circles. Oh, that's amazing. I mean, I've never seen it with my own eyes, but it already sounds unbelievably amazing. Capitzir must have been even mightier than I imagined. And we did say before that we go outside in adventures, didn't we? Yes, I remember. You did say that we go see other places, Wonder. Want to go see Saray Island together? Want to go sing for Capitzir? That's it, yeah. Even if she's busy and you can't see her. Wow, could I really? Of course, that'd be so awesome. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, we have an agreement, remember? Wander's not going to want to go back on his word. Awesome. But I've tried leaving Saray Island before and I always end up back here again. That's a bit of a problem. There has to be a way. Let's discuss the matter. Paimon would like to ask Kama some things as well. Hang on a sec, Rue. Alright. So we have to find a way to get him off the island. That would be freaking amazing. What is it? Were you about to say that the Thunderbird is dead or something? No, I was about to talk about a story Lady Samita told me. What do you take me for? Seriously, how could I tell a child Rue such a thing? Let's leave the topic aside for now. We don't need to argue about this. But how are we going to get Rue to Stray Island anyway? He says that he can't leave this place. Perhaps Surumi Island sustains its existence in some way. If that's the case, from what we learned so far, the strange happenings on Surumi Island were caused by the Thunderbird destroying it. It feels like we can follow this line of reason to find a solution. We could use the Thunderbird's feathers. Paimon, guess what you're trying to say, Wonder? If the state of Surumi Island is now due to the ley line disorder caused by the Thunderbird's power, then this feather, which also has that same power, might sustain Rue's existence. Are we on the same page? Let's go with your idea. You know what? I think you get along with Lady Sumida just fine. I'm not sure if you're complimenting us or... She told me a story once about a god of fertility who dwelt within the wheat fields, and who would travel afar with a human. Paimon doesn't want to be mean or something, but you're picking up her habit of going off topic, comma. But whatever the case, since we decide what to do, let's just give it a try. It's better than nothing after all. Agreed. Well, if you don't mind, I shan't accompany you on this particular trip. I'd like to take this opportunity to have a look at this place where my ancestors once stayed. But it's storming outside. I know, I'll be fine, don't worry. I mean, we live in Inazuma. Stormy days are our bread and butter, fair enough. Actually, fair enough. Talk to Rue. This is a very interesting story, and it's turned out way, like, more interesting than I thought it was going to be even. You're back. Ready to go? Yep, anytime. Well, then touch his Thunderbird feather first. For good luck? Sure. Oh, for good luck. He thinks it's for good luck. Go to Saray Island. Which is all the way over here. This is so sick, man, how they made the two islands come together like this. This is the world outside the Sea of Fog. What'd you think? I'm sorry, Wonder. It's really great being out here, but my eyes... Oh, yeah, I think it's kind of sort of like... Isn't it? It's got to be... Yeah, you got to get used to it. Oh, it's because it's probably extremely bright. Is it here he wants to go? Yep. So up there, that's Amakuma Peak. I cannot believe we're going on a little trip with Rue. That's right, the Thunderbird. Kappa is up there in the sky. She's a busy and can't come down to hear you sing, but if you do, Paimon's sure she'll hear you. Wonder, Paimon. Actually, I know all about it. Or should I say I've guessed what happened to Kappa and to me. Oh no, Rue, don't do this. Well, Rue, That's alright. I'm glad I got to know you. I mean, you even got me off Sumri Island to see the world outside. This boy. I could never imagine that I could do this in the past. You're both really awesome. The clouds in the sky, the super special grass and the rocks up the air. These are all Kappa's doing, right? She's so cool too. She is very cool. Even the air smells different. I mean, I'm not used to it, but it's amazing. Well then, the weather's not the same anymore, but I come to sing you a song, Kappa. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. No. This is so sad. Stop. And he sings like an angel. My voice of a little gangster was not doing this beautiful song justice. No, he's gonna... This is so... F this game, man. Holy God. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, I'm sick of this game just like in the past while. I played so many parts just made me like so upset in the past while. I'm sure Kapsir heard me too. I'm sure she did, Rue. Let's head back then. I'd like to send this feather back to Capsir's home. Return to Mount Kama. So he's bringing the feather back. This boy is such, like, he means the world to me now. He means the absolute universe and the world to me in every single way. Man, that song killed me. I am dead. I am bereft of all life. I don't know what I can even do anymore. It's such a beautiful freaking moment. Oh, there's a crevice there. I don't want to ruin this with the crevice talk. Like the fact that like I think it's just involving any like, you know, dead personalities and stuff like this, or dead people that you care about, and I do care about this little kid a lot now. And I want him to be happy, and I don't want him to be sacrificed. And the bird didn't want it, the Thunderbird didn't want it either. So beautiful. What a beautiful world quest. Do we just get up here by climbing like last time? Wait, a fog again? How did we get up here last time? There must be let's look around the entire mountain. There must be like an entrance or something. There's no way in hell that like that the way I did it was the normal way to do it. Unless it was. Okay, we found it. It actually like wasn't that hard to find. It was actually pretty okay. I was just being a doofus. We're gonna put the feather back. How strange, I've only been away for a while, but it feels like it's been ages. Yeah, the time passes differently, man. I'm back, and so is Capsir. Oh, this poor child, man. How much of an impact this world quest has had on me. There's all of them, yeah. Bringing it back. The music is so beautiful, too. Is the storm ending? Oh, man. He looks so happy. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. It's so beautiful. It is. It's really pretty. If only I could see such sights together with everyone. Rue, don't start this again. We're happy just to be able to do it with you two. Yeah, we're family now. Still, the world beyond the fog is amazing. I never knew the sky was so high up or so large. I wonder what places Kama went to were like. We can go see those places. That's right. The outside world is a really big place. We met all interesting and nice people along the way too. You'll hit it off with them in no time. There's loads and loads of awesome food too. Sweet madams, almond tofu, sticky honey roasts. Oh, sweet madams sound like they're great. They're so useful. That's right. We've had tons of those in our journey. Have we, Water? Too many. Oh, and we also met a certain tone-deaf barger on our journey. He loves music too. You would love Venti. Venti probably would like get out and try to stop talking to us after a few minutes though. I'm sure you two would be the best of friends. Maybe even perform together in Mondstadt City Square. That would be so nice. Oh my god. And we can take you on adventures. Wander's a real ace at that. We'll go to all sorts of places like Super High and Mongshuin. We're saying too many things right now. There's also the Grand Norakami Shrine, which is way up high too, and it's a big tree that looks like Kitsune. And we go to Songyuo Shrine on Watsumi Island. That place looks like something out of a dream. And I'd love to follow you outside as well. Thank you, Wander, Paimon. It's all thanks to you I was able to fulfill my promise with Capsir. And I guess everyone doesn't look all weird anymore. I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. I thought you broke the purchase and blamed you for that, even though you're just both good people. You were upset. It's totally okay. It's alright. We've been on lots of adventures. We got ourselves in a ton of misunderstandings. Don't take it to heart. Even if you don't want to travel with us, we've got friends who will take care of you. We know a young lady your age in Mondstadt in the Knights of Favonius. Glee? So please, leave Superman Island with us, Rue. When we went to Serena Island to sing for Capsir, I could feel the piece of me was in that feather. That's why I'd like you to take that feather on of hers on your travels. That way I can travel with you as well. We'll even bring Capsir with us too. We'll go see the outside world and we'll hear what songs they have to sing. Paimon. You don't have to worry about me. It was great going outside, but real tiring too. I bet. And man, having to adjust your eyes as well was so sad. I like to rest for a bit. You can go ahead first. Oh, sorry, could you please thank Byakuyakoku for me? We will. See you around. This is a very mature thing for a child. Let's meet again. It's so mature. We'll definitely meet again. That is such a mature thing to say. Everything's better now, and all thanks to you two. I truly am blessed to have had a chance to call you both my friends. Oh, Rue. How I wish I could join you on your journey, but I'm really tired right now. I need to sleep. So please go ahead. I'll be resting here for a while. We'll meet again someday for sure. I don't think he's resting. Oh no. Jesus Christ, Rue. That's rough. There's something up there on the tree. Sorry, I have to climb this tree. This poor boy. But like honestly, it's better that like if he does get a long rest. Okay. Compared to just wandering around without the people he loves forever. You know what I mean? It's probably like a way better option. This was, I don't know if it's over yet because there still might be more to it, and Samita's going to talk for at least, you know that girl, she's going to talk for at least 20 minutes now. And you know she will. Don't even try and deny it, guys. But a really beautiful world quest. I'm going to miss Inazuma. We're going to be coming back every once in a while, but like the truth is, factually so, I don't go back to Liyue as much in terms of Liyue Harbor or do stuff in Liyue Harbor or do stuff in Mondstadt as much as I did when I was there. It's just factually so. Like it's not like, you know, it's like, oh, we can go back, but it's like we won't be going back as much, not even nearly as much. You know what? This story sounds even more bizarre than the pilot of the Chronicles of the Sea Frog. Frog, it was what it should be. Also, stop calling me lady this and lady that. You're an important friend of mine. Understood, Lady Samita. Wait, you did it again. And he's gonna keep doing it. Oh, come on. Should I call you a pendant for the ages? Hello there. Oh, my. It's the legendary wonder. And Paimon. Paimon's the legendary Paimon. Did you quote her? Oh, she quoted Paimon. Oh, my God. Funny. Shouldn't she make some retort at this juncture? It feels like we're departing from her character profile somehow. It's not a character profile. She's a person. Basically, that's what we call a combination of image traits and traits in history. Let's just do it. People are machines, you know. Yes, I agree. Sorry. So what about Rue? Rue says he's thankful to you. Is that so? I see. Wait. What happened? Why am I the only person who seems out of the loop here? Never mind. Let's not stand here and change the scenery as order. You can talk. We can talk here. Okay, we'll take. Paimon wants a good meal. We'll get a good meal. I'll pay. Consider this a treat of courtesy. The future contracted writer with Yay Publishing House and winner of this novel's amazing grand prize. Honestly, like I care less about Samita in this thing. Just being truthful here, than I did about the Rue part of it. So really, like, you know, Rue's conclusion means a lot to me more than writing her story. Like, and I know it sounds so harsh. I could actually like, I don't like. Here's the thing: if it's a story that like honors Rue and lets him live on in people's hearts forever and lets those people live on in people's hearts forever, that's great. If it's just a story that's gonna be like too much, too like stylized, I wouldn't want it. I care about that kid too much. Anything you want to eat? Don't be shy now. You two comment. As for me, I'll start with the tri-flavored skewer. Thank you, Miss Samita. It's no problem. I've been troubling you all this time after all. Yeah, you're gonna have to give me at least 400 gems. I'm judging by to me, I judge by the nature of the mission. Like, if commissions are like 10 gems per commission that take 2 minutes, and this takes an hour at a time, like, you owe me a lot of gems, like hundreds, probably in the thousands. If not, you're a scammer. So I'm just saying. The commission has been successfully completed. Indeed, I say the results has far surpassed my expectations. Again, I did this for Rue. I don't want to get the Mashira first, but to use a reference for my writing. But thanks to your perseverance, I not only got that, but also the story of the sea fog, and of the millennia spanning weight of a young man on Surmi Island. If my writing was better, the story would be. The novel is amazing. Grand prize for sure. But Kama also changed quite a bit. I say these are all far more important than the completion of the Chronicles of the Sea Fog working title. I agree. We've also met some important friends. We didn't have a chance to travel with Rue, but like you said, we'll definitely meet again. He'll keep his word. He will. Paimon sure will. I'm sure he will. After all, he waited so long just to keep his other promise. Well then, Mr. Mita. When will we get to read the Chronicles of the Sea Fog? Well, I've decided to stop writing it for now. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Wait, what? We worked so hard to. We did it for Rue. I didn't do it for the book. No, it's not an issue with you. Please don't misunderstand. I wish to go traveling next. To gather more reference material. I learned something very important during this commission. In the years prior to this, I lived only to create and write. I learned fishing from Kujirai to write about the characters who fishes for a living, his character profile and that of a masterful warrior who secluded himself in a fishing village and lived a peaceful life there until... Yep. Alright, sorry, I almost went off topic again. So in order to better describe parties conducting illicit activities under a fictional national law, Comm and I have created a smuggling network that bypassed the Outlander Affair Agency. Well, it's mostly Kama's doing, and we discarded that work due to writing bottleneck, which eventually resulted in the collapse of that network. I've always been like this. I stopped fishing because I stopped writing that fisherman character. I went to apprentice at the Grand Narukami Shrine because I wanted to write about the Shrine Maiden's work. But understand, now I cannot just live, learn, travel, and adventure for the sake of writing novels. I must live, learn, travel, adventure, and extract stories from which I shall write novels. And Kama not born as the last son of Surumi Island for the sake of a story, nor did Rue stay in the sea in the fog for so many years to be featured in a tale. Exactly. And that's not what the two of you adventures have traveled either, right? When I heard Miss Catherine describe your adventures, I thought to myself that you're just like the main characters of Kino and Kino's travels and her companion, Hermos. The only difference is that no one has written your story. You are the story itself. A pair of outlanders who don't quite fit anywhere, whose names are Wander and Paimon. They stride across many strange lands and meet all sorts of people. They are drawn into all kinds of wicked plots and all manner of cruel wars, and each of their adventures shall coalesce into shining gold. As Paimon has mentioned before, such a blurb would definitely suit you too. As such, aside from asking you to help me gather references, I always wanted to understand you more, so that I might find the seeds of a story in the future. And I think I found it. The seeds of a story are to be found in the lives of one's travels, and not in the character profiles, flowchart, and setting maps, and definitely not in the things that you learn just how to write them exactly. As such, I decided to stop writing and start traveling, until the time comes when the story begins to sprout, and then I'll have an easy win in this Novel is Amazing competition and become a writer contracted by the Yei Publishing House. Come, will you come with me? We don't know where we're going. No, we don't know where we'll return to Inazuma. We might even encounter many dangers, but that's exactly why I'd like you to stay by my side. Of course, it's fine if you're not willing. I mean, everyone has their own life to lead. Story to tell, okay? I don't mind. That's not right. I'm more than willing to let me come with you. Kama's really changed. Yeah, he should. He's being more assertive now. He knows, and I also feel for Kama too, learning about his culture. I really want him to do that. That's great. Then let's head off. So suddenly? Well, the real journey is one that's full of pleasant surprises and little accidents, right? This might be a bit too surprising, but please take care of yourself. No worries, I'm sure it'll be alright no matter what happens as long as Kama's around. Take care. Thank you, and goodbye. I'm really glad for what happened to you, Kama. If we should meet again... then let's do so where the sunset meets the sea. Then I'll see if your soul, which shines so clearly like a diamond, has any dust laid upon it or not. What? If the famous closing lines of the vagabond novice Yamabuki Irano Hertan, well then, Wander Paimon, let's part ways here. Okay. Is that the end of the mission? Completely? Or is that just the end of that part of the mission? There might be one more part to it. Before I give my thoughts completely on the happenings of that mission that we just did, I wanted to read this set, which is the set I usually use for Fischl, and this is the Thunder Summoner's Crown. In the ancient tribe that worshipped the Thunderbird, elder shamans wore this crown. The Thunderbird soared through the thunderstorms, raining down purple thunder and rain. Ancient tribes feared its power and thanked it for its blessings. Shamans were chosen to offer blood to sacrifices for its protection and forgiveness. This is what happened to Rue. The Thunderbird was still a monster that cared not for the worship of mankind, but they knew it not and regarded it as the unpredictable actions of the Thunderbird as divine revelations. Yet thunder was its breath, as were the fates of men from the sky. Men were no different from animals, until one day a song pierced through the roaring thunderstorm. The song ripped through the clouds and bestowed upon it light. So this is what they believe, that the Thunderbird... It's like on one day a song pierced through the roaring thunderstorm and ripped through the clouds and bestowed upon it light. So is this Rue's song? Because I believe that's what did change stuff. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Thunderbird's Mercy. A purple wildflower that survived in volcanic ash. It witnessed the total decimation of an ancient tribe. This is the people that died on the... And I believe obviously, like, I don't know if this is a theory or if this is what I'm getting at. I believe they probably died after, like, Rue was sacrificed. Because the Thunderbird had, like, Capacir loved Rue. With an innocent's blood, the shaman summoned the Thunderbird. They made their offerings, waiting for the Thunderbird to reveal the oracle. However, what descended with the Thunderbird was the lightning of destruction. Yes, angry at what happened with Rue, I guess. For the transgressions against a young lad who sang it, the sentence was total obliteration. Yes, so here it is. This is what I was thinking was happening. The reason why things were destroyed was because Rue was killed. The Thunderbird showed its true nature, wiping the tribe from the face of the earth. It wasn't its true nature. This was a frustration over killing the one person that understood her. The survivor of catastrophe. The lost feather of the Thunderbird enchanted in purple lightning. It serves as the last witness to the destruction of the tribe. The ancient tribe held the Thunderbird, Bunderthird, as its protector, but it rained down thunder upon the tribe. On a gloomy night, it shared a pure friendship with the lad. Once it departed, the lad picked up the feather it dropped. Yes, this is with Rue. I shall sing for you another tune when you come again with thunder and rain. Yeah. Driven into madness by the remorse of a promise unkept, the Thunderbird left the mountain in cinders. It was hunted down years later, slain as a monster. I believe slain, if I'm getting this right, is probably by the Raiden Shogun, right? Years passed, the burned lad revitalized, the lightning feather was left burned in vegetation, the story of the Thunderbird and the young lad all but perished with the tribe, until we came along. Hourglass of Thunder, a luxurious hourglass belonging to the ancient tribe that worshipped the Thunderbird. As the tribe faded away, so did the hourglass, a luxurious hourglass made with the amethyst of amber gold that would belong to the shaman. The hourglass would serve its purpose for the festival held in the Thunderbird's honor. In the last festival the tribe held, the frenzied Thunderbird blew away the blood-stained altar. The countdown to the arrival of the protector became the countdown to the tribe's destruction. The Thunderbird decimated the tribe to avenge the one who sang it, to avenge Rue. Again, this Thunderbird, like, hated the fact that Rue was killed. And this was like what I was thinking from this, not from the start, from like day like 3 or 4 was like, okay, definitely Rue, because it was so beloved to this creature and didn't keep its promise. Now, like, again, I think that's such a beautiful story. That's such a fantastically beautiful story. Unbeknownst to the Thunderbird, the lad himself considered his sacrifice an offering, all for the good of the tribe. So yeah, he didn't realize, the Thunderbird didn't realize this, that it was like a sacrifice to them. They just thought like, oh, I didn't know this aspect. I thought they would have known it was a sacrifice until it was done, but I guess they didn't even know it was a sacrifice. They thought it was just a killing, which makes it even worse. Omen of Thunderstorm, a ritual gobble used by the shamans of an ancient tribe. It held the blood to be offered to the Thunderbird. In the seasons when the Thunderbird flew amidst the stormy mountains, a young lad sang without fear. There we go again. Attracted to his voice, the prideful Thunderbird landed by his side. Curious tunes, tiny human. Afraid not of the thunderstorms? They said I can bring you peace to the thunderstorms. The lad paused and answered. The Thunderbird cried but kept in silence, so it didn't show the tears, for it was an enchanted song. I didn't know this now, oh my god, because we saw the scene, but I had no idea that the tears were like a silent cry. It was the first and last meeting between the Thunderbird and the young boy. For the next she saw the boy, it was his blood filled the golden goblet of the sacrificial altar. Jesus Christ. That is horrible. And you can get why they're angry. So I thought my thought process is similar to this, but I guess I didn't know this aspect of it. I thought that the Thunderbird, she killed everyone because like the sacrifice was dumb. Like, and it was kind of this thing where like, even though she knew that it was a sacrifice to her, it was like, you know, bad or whatever. Or she thought that, okay, I'm how do I say it? Like she thought even it was stupid. She thought it was stupid that someone killed her and she was so guilty about it. But it wasn't guilt. It was actually just like, these people are disgusting. They killed this child for no reason. Which is even worse than what I was thinking. Beautiful writing here. I'm glad we didn't read this when we got away. I'm glad I got these items for official as well. It actually makes perfect sense that I got these items for official. just an unbelievably sad story. It's way darker than like anything you could imagine. Like, and it's a very dark aspect of all of this, really. I really feel that way, to be honest. Like, we're here after we finish the other aspect of the quest as well for Xiao, who's still up there. Look, he's still up there. Yeah, but guys, like, I'm gonna give my thoughts, I guess, on the whole thing altogether, just very quickly. What I thought about it personally. So yeah, the idea of like Rue singing being the only thing we heard is singing, it was beautiful. The idea of Rue singing being the only thing that like calmed this ancient beast, to me is such a beautiful thing. Hearing him name the ancient beast was actually a beautiful thing too. It's a horrid story. Like, it's so horrible. Like, and it's so horrible that like, you know, Kama even tried to warn Rue, hey, come on, we can leave. But even he wouldn't listen to that because he thought it was like the actual what the Thunderbird wanted and what everyone in the village needed. Like, this undying need to hear this child sing again is just a gorgeous concept. It's a gorgeous concept for a story. And it's like became this endless cycle because like, even with Rue singing obviously solved everything, but this endless cycle kept happening because the promise was never kept. A promise with like basically a god. Yeah, which is like such a sad concept. And even like, you know, he saw Rue's sadness as well. Rue was trying to hold on to something, and Rue loved the idea of everything continuing again because he gets to see everyone again. But in reality, he was suffering every single time. These people in the village were dumb. They were very, very silly, and it ended up killing Rue, who is a beautiful character and has a beautiful soul at the same time also. And because of that, it just like makes me so upset to even think about it as well. Rue did not deserve the pain that was given to him by the people here, and to him it was something that was actually beautiful. I love this place, it's so gorgeous, but it's in the reality, it was one of the saddest moments in the entire series of Genshin Impact. A really horrible, horrible moment for Rue. Like, it was really cool. The mystery was really cool in this mission. It was a really great mission. I'm sorry that I lost some of it, but I'm glad I went back to read Thundering Fury. I'm glad that some of my ideas that I had when I finished, like when I was going through day 3, I wish I think that's one of the things that like I didn't express them, just being completely honest. Like you see in the video, I didn't express them as I was going through the video because I didn't think that way until I was like editing the videos and like editing the third part, and I was like, okay, so like this must have been what happened and this must have been what happened, because we kind of like got a full explanation of like what was happening and why the bird did what and why they would do something like that and the promise that was kept. But I didn't realize like Capacir didn't know that it was a sacrifice. That Capacir just thought it was just a murdering. The next thing she saw of the boy was like a blood-filled goblet. Really, really dark stuff. Yeah, super dark stuff. So now we're here, back in Enka. It's been a while since I fought one of these guys. And today we're going to be doing some more of the cleanup that we're going to be doing for this, well, before we go to Sumru, some more cleanup. And I think that what we're going to be encountering next is trying to obtain all these books here. Now, not going to lie whatsoever, have, like, definitely not just, like, found all this out by myself, that's for sure. I definitely have had some help with, like, you know, kind of, like, knowing where to go or what to say or, like, what quest or where I can find that or whatever. Which I think is, like, you know, the best way to go about it rather than me just going around, like, with a chicken who is looking for, you know, a husband or something. I think it works out. Because then we can actually get the lore of everything and not have to worry too much about, like, actually, like, doing, like, a crazy amount of, like, mad exploration. Even though there's nothing wrong with exploration, there's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. We've explored a lot of this place, but it's one of those things where it's like, oh, at least we won't have to, like, go out of our way to like, scratch our head for a bunch of hours trying to figure out exactly what we have to do to find these other books so we can read the Before Sun and Moon, which I'm very excited to read. Let's start off by... Is this the library, isn't it? Maybe not. We're already in the wrong place. I know I have to like go to the library or something like that. Yeah, so I couldn't see him because obviously the light was changed. So I think this is where the world quest starts that we have to do here. Let's talk.
Not a step closer, you fiends. No bordering at these hours.
So he's still in the library function.
Hey, don't shout so suddenly. We're not here to borrow books. We don't even know how to read Byakuyakoku's script. Phew. Alright. I'm fine now. Let me introduce myself.
Oh, it's Emma, sorry.
My name is Emma. My name will be Emma, in the Inazuma style. I'm the librarian here, at least until the day's ends.
Until the day's ends?
That's right. We're all moving to live above sea level tomorrow. Now only if I could get those darn 5 books back. I'm rather ticked off right now. If you must know, Why, if Tokoyo Okami in Enkanomiya had eyes to see, it would surely leave a shade of Tokoyo for me behind right now. The angriest, most anxious person in Enkanomiya. That's me, Emma. What did you lose that got you so anxious? The books are not that important. What's important is that the Byakuyakoku's final day. I don't want to go down in history as the librarian who could never get some books back, even up till this last day. That's true. The afterimage of her is forever stuck in our final day. I'm sorry, Mom and Dad. I've just been a waste of effort to bring up, haven't I? Jesus. The Divine Priestess, Lord Watasami Omikami, I've betrayed your trust, haven't I? When we get to the surface, I'll co-sign myself to guarding the deep sea spirit herb. You know what? If reincarnation exists, I'll guard it in my next life too. You can't be blamed for a job done poorly if all you've done is delegate to young people to run some errands, right? Right? Actually, speaking of young people and errands. Uh-oh. Wait, please don't run off just yet. I mean, you look too kind of busy anyway, right? Well, yes. Great, since you're running around Enka at the moment, could you see if you can help me find those books? I mean, I'm not expecting much, but... Oh, fine. Let's just help her, shall we, Wonder? After all, she's been living her last days for a few thousand years now. At the moment, the books have yet to be returned are the Serpent Drakes of Toyokoko, the Hydraulical Studies of Byakuyakoku, and the Light Beneath the Shadow, and the records of experiments conducted by Micha and the people with them. And for the fifth dog, I actually have some idea where it could be. Before Sun Moon, I have that one. And the suspects have been locked up in hanging prison beneath the Dainichi Mikoshi. The Jibarashi threatened to save him, saying that if they don't give it the location, they would be able to abandon in the hanging prison. But that would be the last 3 people that left in Enkanomiya. Of course, that was only intended to scare them. When it comes to move tomorrow, they'll probably be released. Don't tell them that, though. Among the suspects, the guy called Ansei has got a real temper. Isn't the type to give him... Yeah, we have this book already. Sounds like a tough guy to get along with. Whatever the case, you can start from wherever you're free. Yeah, let's go. So, we now have this quest to get all these books. So, the first place we're going to is actually... like, maybe out on this island? Here? So really, we just have to travel from here. Yeah, like let's check if we can travel from here. I think so. Anyway, let's see if you can like we should put a mark on the map or something, right? Like this here maybe. But will it appear on our? I don't think it'll appear on the map. Oh god. Yeah, we just have to get higher up, for sure. Yeah, man, it's weird. It's super weird that like whenever we get these vibes from these characters, because what we have is a bunch of characters who are living out their final day over and over again. We saw it with the other characters too. It's absolutely terrifying. You know what I'm going to do with this? Because holy hell, getting around here is going to be crazy. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to go, no, well, it's probably best to travel from here. I'm going to play a Scaramouche for now. I'm going to take out Scaramouche, and I'm going to put him in place of Benny for a while. That way, we can travel around the place and still have... Oh, we've already got 2 of the 5 books. We bought... I think one of them is bought at the... But Benny's a stronger character right now. Yeah, that makes sense then. So we put Scaramouche here.
What do you want?
And we can go like this. I thought that would go higher. It's fine though, we can just get up here and then travel from place to place. Because I think it is over there we have to go.
Swan Fury.
Oh, our mortal enemy, crevices. You know the deal, guys. The mightiest of our foes. These characters have never seen a crevice in their life. They don't understand what it takes to walk over a crevice. Okay, we'll switch to yeah, switch there. So I already have 2 of the books.
Swan Fury.
Get up as high as possible and go over this way. Yeah, and then we just have to travel over. I think it's on that island. I could be wrong. It's hard to know sometimes with this stuff. It'd be cool to switch right now. Okay, I'm gonna find a better way to get there, to get over here. Maybe start from here if this is on top. Not really.
Quit following me.
I'm sorry.
Too slow.
There's a seal up there. We can get that as well, though. I'll take that. Oh, no, this is a way easier way of getting over there, for sure. It's way higher up as well. Oh, it looks like there's platforms.
The wind rises.
The wind does rise. Yeah, look at this traversal. So, like, actually a really good way. Like, him and Kazuha on a team together, traversing. I see the vision. Wait, so how do we get over to that island over there? I wonder what... Could we have made... I wonder if we could have made our way over there. Like, just by walking there. Is there any... Do you see any secret passageways? I do. I see something down here. Man, look, freaking hell, like... Scaramouche, so good for just, like, getting around here. There we go. This has to lead over to there, right? As we tried to collect all... Yeah, there's the mission we're looking for, I believe. Vishap Research Lab.
Behold. Too slow.
So somewhere down here is the mission. Oh, here he is. Okay, great.
This is the third group of you people sent here on Enka the last day. If you want to collect these Spreadable records, I have nothing to say to you. Perhaps you can convince the Erebos and Sangamiya factions to cease their squabbling. We may yet discuss this. In any case, I'm on Sangamiya's side. It's better that these records remain buried here in the darkness. Experimental records? What, you're not here to retrieve them? Then leave. But that said, no ordinary person should have been able to enter this place. Are you Jibish Yoshiri? Or were you sent by the Sangamiya to silence us? No, we were just...
Well, aren't you a bright spark?
What do you mean?
We're just here to watch your work. We're here to check on the measures you've taken to ensure the security on the records.
Whatever the case, your ability to get the indicates that you're an ordinary person. But I do not care whose side you're on. Leave this place, better sooner than later. I placed the records deep within the site, and the only way can only be opened by activating an elemental monument that will require a large amount of elemental energy. Once everyone leaves Byakuyakoku, the Baptismal Vishaps will let loose. These have been raised to react to a special kind of elemental energy. The Baptismal Vishaps here are all enhanced variety, and they'll have a very high chance of passing their unique traits off to their offspring. In a few years, this place will be swarming with powerful Baptismal Vishaps. As such, the records shall be safe as can be. Wouldn't it be safer to just have the records burnt? That was the option that I favored, but our research team is split, and it's not as if I don't understand the other perspectives. We're saving Watatsumi. We're heroes. We're going to be the villains in this story, aren't we? Both these views have merit. And besides, leaving the truth to the generation can forgive us for what we've done. That is an option I can also accept. Looking at you, you must either be Jibashiri or the ones of Sagamiya's retainers. Tell the higher-ups that Mishia will remain in the restricted zone until the moment of the departure comes to ensure that no one else approaches this area. So that makes Mishia again? Yep. Although I'll probably have to change my name once we get up to the surface to start a new life, still our wrongdoings are not so easily wiped away.
I can't wait to read this book because there's more talk about the surface again. So we can switch maybe out and put back in Jean. Just because... Where is Jean? She's...
Ready for anything.
Jean's a pure freaking 5-star. We sometimes forget that, man. Oh, here we go. Is that water? I mean... Yeah, we can switch out... for now, we can switch out Benny for... Anything show?
Justice. By royal decree.
While swimming, I'll get out of the water then, buddy. Come on, let's go.
Come on, follow me out here then. If you don't, you're a chicken. Oh my god. Can you hear the bok box? I can. Look how much damage Oz did just by himself. Oz is insane.
Worthless. Here. Worthless.
Shadow Raven, let night fall.
Black Knight does fall, she's right. I mean, when you're right, you're right. No any items? Okay. And there's one over here as well.
Oz, reveal thyself.
It seems like a gauntlet, right?
I summon thee. Wind, hear me. Ring cutter.
I know we're in the water again. I should wait for him to come out in fairness. In fact, you can come out right now if you want. So let's go.
Lament. Here. Worthless. Here.
I don't know why I switched so early. Maybe I just like, yeah. That's something I've always had a problem with Xiao is like, sometimes I'll be like, oh, I'll do this instead. But like, Xiao needs to be followed through always. And he just does some good damage. He really does. And what's the other one? It's ice. Oh, this gives us a good excuse to use Eula. We haven't used Eula in a while, and she's actually like pretty good now. Well, she's always been good. Like Eula's was for a while our best character.
Beg for mercy.
I don't think much has changed. Like she's very much like I think that like in terms of the characters who are most powerful right now, Kazuha is definitely there, right? I would say Kazuha is definitely up there. In terms of the ones we have leveled up, because we have obviously like crazy powers like Nahida. You know, Nahida's like, you know, top tier in the game altogether.
Sever night. I'm going in. Crush.
Yeah, look at this, man. Like especially with level 80 sword and all of our physical like buffs, you know. Okay, so that was 3 different areas opened up. Does that have anything to do with it? And it said it was elemental reactions. Oh, there we go. So that's one of them done. Let's see, is that the world quest? Oh, there it is. Yeah, okay. So that's the world quest. So it's, let's see. This one, yeah. So we have 3 out of 5. That was easy. That was an easy one to get. So the next one we're going to is Date's Challenge, I believe it was called, or something like this. Again, like, you know, definitely got a bit of guidance as it came to like finding this mission for sure. I have no problem just saying it, guys, because like again, it's one of those things that like I think it's better than like running around and not wait, no one is here. Sorry, I went to the wrong place. Yeah, it's right here. Right in here, I think. Oh my god, it's like a maze. Is this what it's gonna be, like a maze challenge? That's gonna be pretty cool if that's the case. Wait. Can I just like get it? If it is in here, would that not just be what happens? I just get it? I don't think so. Let's see. Oh, yeah, okay. You know what? Not only fair enough. Good job for stopping me. So is this just a challenge we have to do in general to get the book? I thought there'd be a character around here. Okay, let's see if we can do this then. So we can now get that one. We can get that one. We can get that one. I think we get them all, can we? Maybe. Let's see. Let's see.
I have taught you everything I know.
I'm so sorry, Xingqiu. I'm so used to just jumping and it just working. That's weird that it didn't work that time, you know? Another one here.
Time to act.
I wonder. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. We have it. We have it.
We just have to hit it in a specific way.
Body and mind.
Body and mind.
Rain outlines your fate.
So that's another one.
Time to act.
And there's one more then?
Treasure hunting. A valiant endeavor.
Date's medal of recognition, thank you. So this must be where you get it. Oh my god, look at this. Are you here to try my latest greatest work too? What are you, Enkamiya's celebrity chef? Maybe. The name's Date. They used to call me Daedalus, son of erudites. I'm a labyrinth artisan. The puzzle you just went through is my work. Cool, dude. Cool. I just want the book. Oh, so you're the guy who had to have fun stumping us, huh? Alright, bye. Exactly, Paimon. Exactly. Hey, wait a moment. I'm not just some kid doodling on a piece of paper. I'm no mere labyrinth artisan either. I'm the second best architect in the history of Byakuyakoku, and you haven't used it for one good thing yet. And who's number one? Why, Abakaku no Mikoto, of course. Bless his heart. If the Nichi Mikoshi were to be the second place, no other building could take first place. The fact that you've met me means that you've cleared my first Nepato-style labyrinth. Cool. First... I'm actually so excited to read this book. I'm so I'm so excited. Oh, come on now. The masterpiece is a result of abundant space and time and finds. I'll just take the book. Like, significant portion of us have already gone to live in the Watsumi Island up there on the surface, so there's plenty of real estate around here. And that's why I borrowed the hydrological studies in the Byakuyakoku. I meant to study the principles of load bearing and the maximization of underground spaces to avoidance of water leakage and some principles of geomancy. You know what would be cool? The book. Well, and sorry, Emma, but I might have left the book in the laboratory. That's what I'm talking about. Sorry, what were you muttering about? Nothing. I mean to cordially invite you to challenge my grand masterpiece. You could unlock it and I could get the book for Emma. Whatever the case may be, take the key. It can be used to open puzzles. If you're successful, you can even obtain a medal of recognition I made myself. Cool. That's not a very rare prize. I've also hidden my treasures in the vault ahead. If you obtain 2 medals, you can open the treasury. Is that his? Well, we'll give it a try if we have time then. Wonderful. Look forward to your feedback. Ah, yes, since you've conquered the first labyrinth, here's your first medal. Okay. So any comments? How should I put it? I felt like it lacked a little boom shakalaka. Boom shakalaka, what's that? No, don't tell him to make it worse. I love the boom shakalaka though. So there's another puzzle down here too. Oh no, and I can hear enemies down here. Are they down here? So we have to, like, and by the way, the engineering is incredible. It is definitely incredible. So this is the change in the puzzle. Oh my god, there's gonna be so much here. There's gonna be so much here. So that opens up this. Cool. Then we have to do this to switch to white light. And where's the these are the puzzles to help us move the other parts of this building. I'm not even sure where we're going here. Like what we have to obtain here. Usually there's like a knowledge of like what we're trying to obtain. Like is there something in the middle or I guess we're trying to open that chest maybe is what we're trying to do. Let's try it anyway.
Body and mind.
So that moves that back. So
Time to act.
Are there other ones here we can activate too? I guess that we can reactivate the other light as well. So that moves that forward. We know that does something there now. And what happens when we activate this light again? Is there another switch as well? There must be another switch around the place. But it only seems like there's 2 switches. 2 Nintendo switches. Yeah, it activates this again. But also should make something appear, no? Is there another switch on this door here? There is. Will that open the other door then, or close the other door? No, it didn't. So maybe we can now open the other aspects of this. Let's try it out. I'm so confused about this, but we'll try our best. So that brings it brings them forward one.
Time to act.
So maybe we have to bring them all over or into one space maybe? And what is that? What did that do? Maybe they all have to come to the middle? Not really? And then maybe if we do this then? Switch to the Evernight to see if that changed anything? No, we have to complete the walls. That's what we have to do. So 2 need to go here.
Time to act.
Right? 2 need to go here. No, that's not right. No, is it? Okay, okay. Is it... This one needs to go over there. And this one needs to go there? But that's where they started, no? And then this one in the middle needs to go there too. No. Hold on a second. Would that not just be where they started? Because we want 2 here. These 2 go here. And then that one goes... Okay, so let's try and reset these as much as we can. We've clearly made a mistake here with some of these.
Body and mind.
So if we activate these again, close these. And close this as well. Is it there has to be 1 on each? Is that what we're saying here? So... So like if we move this one here, and then keep 1 there, and then hit this one.
Body and mind.
And then switch back? That doesn't seem right. Maybe we have to hit the other one? Yeah, because then that overcomes that.
Body and mind.
Oh no, we have to copy the white. Do we have to copy the white? So 1 has to... Oh, okay. We have to copy it. So 1 has to be here. And then 1 has to be there. Yep, I get it now. I get it now. So if you bring this one back here.
Body and mind.
Bring that back here as well. And again, so let's see exactly where they want these to be.
Act.
Let's see. So 1 there. So that's right. That one's right to be there. And then 1 over there. Is there another one? Maybe I'm wrong on this. What if you open this door? Does that change anything? No, it doesn't.
Time to act. Body and mind.
Well, let's try and get these over here at the very least then. So that would bring this back over here. And we can lock that into place then. And maybe that one has to go into the middle then? Let's try it. We'll just bring it to the
Time
middle.
to act.
Okay. Let's try it the opposite way I had it then. I just want the book. That's all I want. Please give me the book. Please give me the book. So... Is this... No, this one should be over here then. So let's get this over here as quick as possible then. Yeah, so that one should stay there,
Time
I
to
believe.
act.
Turn this down. Then this one should go over here. And we'll lock that. That was the opposite of what I did, wasn't it? And then the middle one should lock here like this. And then we should try then bring this over here to the middle maybe.
Body and mind.
And then turn on this thing. Oh, I could be wrong. It's all very confusing. Oh, we did it? Okay. That's it. Now that I've added a lock on this labyrinth, the old man can't bother me on my writing anymore. A labyrinth is a labyrinth and a maze is a maze. The word itself is derived from the labris, the double-bladed axe, so of course it should be symmetrical. During the Evernight, the two sides of the labyrinth become symmetrical, and so the way forward will become clear. It's pretty orthodox, but there's a little avant-garde in there too. The one who finally solves the mystery will create the labyrinth. What a romantic notion. Such romanticism isn't something the old man obsessed with rhetoric and rhyme as he is would understand. So this is the note. Did we get the... Oh, we have to go back to the old man then.
Time to act.
And that's when we can get the book itself, I guess? Because I've been looking for this book. Give me the book. You're not getting my book. Give me the book. Oh, and we can't even drop down in this, right? We have to like... It's gonna stop us.
The brightest
How?
flames
Even on that platform we died?
fast.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Zingsho. You died twice today. You poor boy. Let's go. Is this how I open it? No? I have to talk to you? Don't send me on another puzzle hunt. I swear to God, Date. Did you clear the labyrinth over there as well? Good, very good, impressive. Okay. What did you think of it? It was a puzzle. It was super intricate and super awesome, wasn't it? This is Papyrus. So I'm not Papyrus vibes. No longer disrespecting him. What do you mean, heh? Regardless, since you now have both medals of recognition, the path to the secret chamber should now be open. Place the medals there, and you should be able to open the treasury gate. Thank you so much. Date. Here we go. And that's when we get the book. So now we have 4 of
Cry out
them.
my illustrious name.
We have 4 of 5 books. As it pertains now to... So we have to find the last book. Which I'm not quite sure which one that is. Maybe it could be down here, but I'm not sure. There's a few places it could be. So let's try here. We did this puzzle before, didn't we? So it's not here. I think we might have already gotten this book for this now. So, what books have we gotten? We've gotten 4 of the 5 books. Is there any way to indicate which books we haven't gotten or have got? That would be great. we've definitely done this puzzle here. Where would the 5th book be then? We got the Yay Publishing House one. We did one for the Dates Challenge. We did one for the... what was his name? Antigonus was his name at the time, I think. I could be wrong. We did the Tricolor. We did Dates. We did the book. We did the one for... the main mission where we went around front of the sigil. So the only one here is this one here. I think this is the location. Oh. But we already did this puzzle, no? I'm pretty sure we did this one. Yeah, because we've done this one before. But is this what they're pointing to? Nor is a world quest down here. Look at this. Is this what we're looking for?
That I've heard before, you must mean that the blood branch coral is in Watatsumi's hands. And a most comforting thought that is, I imagine. My name is Erebos. In the Umizoma tongue, that would be Ibushi. I'm an auxiliary of the Sangwanya and one of the Shrine Maidens of Enkanomiya. Oh my god, a Shrine Maiden. You must be the hero who obtained the core, I suppose. That would be me. My apologies, but that which I shall shortly speak is a most complicated manner in which truth I do not know where to begin. Just start from the start, we'll listen. You have my great gratitude. In that case, allow me to introduce such matters as I may, as we begin with the Watatsumi Okami opening the gate to the depths. The depths to Enka play a host of natural cave systems that lead to Watatsumi Island. This is the paradise that was promised to us by Watatsumi Omikami. At Omikami's instruction, we learned the culture of Narukami, and we established foreign relations with many different nations. Narukami Island even knew us as the beauties of Watatsumi, renowned for our soft skin which would conceal 7 types of skin blemishes. Wow. This, of course, being mostly a consequence of our ancestors' lack of sunlight in the depths of Enkanomiya. I don't know, I kind of like hearing it again. I know, like, it's like, I think, I was being a bit rude to the puzzle guy because, like, it was like, man, I don't want to do this puzzle, I just want the book. But, like, I feel like it's very, like, I don't know, I like hearing this stuff, but I guess we'll say this, yeah. Sorry, during the process of establishing foreign relations, I would give guided towards the visitors on my role as a Sangamiya auxiliary. So I just... Right back to the point, Lady Sangamiya and I had a disagreement, which resulted in the current arrangement following Watatsumi Okami's mediation. Due to the phenomenon known as sin shades, the past history and the truth of Enkanomiya would endure, even if left to their own devices. As such, great effort was expended, not that we might remember, but that we might forget. Lady Sangamiya was of this view. The Sangamiya she's talking about must have been from a real long time ago. The trial to obtain the branch was intended to limit the number of people coming after us. Who could know the whole truth of the matter? As for me, I supported leaving records of truth as such. Watatsumi Omikami permitted me to add another trial path, if pass, would lead to knowledge of our secrets. That's what I'm here for, let's go! Please accept this challenge. Oh, secrets, I like secrets. That is well. In this case, allow me to open the path for you. Wait, what? There's a whole other thing? What? What? Oh my lord. Oh my god. Rising from the depths. I thought it was going to be the challenge up there. The 3 trials have been prepared. Now allow me to give you the clues to clearing them. Now, in this Evernight, gaze upon the borders of Byakuyakoku. In the fairness of the everlasting night, beyond the rushing star, river Styx, within the sinless flow of heavenly light, release the seal of the eminent skylight, then you may ascend to the gate of heaven and access the site of trial. The eminent skylight? At night you can see 3 pillars of light that descend from the dome. These pillars point onto the eminent skylight. You're speaking in riddles. So this is how the script is written by the Watatsumi Okami reads. And I mean aren't unclear instructions. Also part of the tradition of such trials. Whatever the case may be, all the Jibarashi at the trial are weirdos. If you don't pass through the teleport to get there, they won't speak gently to you. What? Either way, I can only stay here and hope that you will conquer the obstacles set before you, and you will return, crowned in recognition. So there's a whole other quest in this direction now. Whereabouts did you put it? Here.
But we were already here, right? But maybe it's in a different place? Oh, quick to access menu hints. Oh, so we actually have to pass through the portal here. That's the portal? No way. During the Evernight? Oh, we have to change it. Oh, we drowned. I was like, oh my god, we're going through. No, we have to change it during the Evernight. That's fair enough. So we can travel back to here at the Dainichi Mikoshi, the sun and the moon. Yeah. So there is a question like that's the thing. I think I should be fair to me because I feel like it was kind of disrespectful to the guy doing the puzzle, but I think I was just like, man, I want these books. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I over-explain myself sometimes, but I think in this case, I think it's okay to be like, you know, because Paimon was saying the exact same thing, and me and Paimon have the same ideas. During the Evernight, this is the Evernight then. Or maybe we have to investigate it now. Yeah, maybe I have to investigate, not just jump into it. And I drowned because that's why we did that. So yeah, it's Evernight. So let's go back. It was here, wasn't it? Yeah. It's a beautiful place, like, and I think it is the only place where, like, there's, like, natural sunlight coming through. Oh my god, look at that. From the top. That's why it's all, like, growing green grass and it's beautiful like this. So there's something here. So when it says investigate, do we have to go into the portal and not the water itself? Like the actual area above this? Does it look like it's changing to you guys? That's something. That is something. Oh my god. That is cool. Look at this. Look how cool Fisher looks. Our girl is an angel. She is a princess. Fischl, we'll miss you. But honestly, no, she's not going away. I would not let her go away. She looks incredible in this light. Look at it. That's awesome. What the hell? What? And now we can warp back and forth from here, thank god. Oh my god, that was cool, so cool. And look at this over here. Hello, Uda?
I am Uda of the Jibirashiri, hero of the Sangmania. I acknowledge that you are worthy to take on this challenge. I am in charge of the Trial of Wisdom. Go forth and solve all the puzzles and return the flame to the high gate to their place. It is not bravery that advances bereft of wisdom, but foolhardiness instead. I would await your completion of the challenge at the Tower of the Three Realms above.
Let's go. Hello, it's these guys over here. So we have to complete the challenges. We have one more book to get out of all these books. Hope you guys have enjoyed this special video. I made sure, I think, oh god, he's dead. I made sure at the start of this to like put a little note saying, hey, yo, this is all World Quest, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people that don't like World Quest, and that's fine. So I just made sure to be like, hey, this is all World Quest, just, you know.
By royal decree.
If you need to click away, you can click away.
Let's light it up.
This is pretty much, like the idea of a cleanup episode. Like we did one last year as well. Not last year, last World. We haven't even been playing this year. We did one last time as well. And the idea behind it is always just like, okay, do something that I want to do before we get to Sumeru. And last time was before we got to Inazuma, we did some cleanup, which was really fun. So far, I'd say that like I don't have like a favorite region. If someone like put like
Follow the wind.
a lead pipe
Time to go.
to my leg and said I'm gonna break it,
Oz, reveal
pick one
by-
right now, I would say, guess I'm not walking today.
Wind knows me.
Guess someone's gonna have to carry me. Yeah, I'd say Kazuha is like, in terms of the characters I own and have leveled up, he is probably the most powerful I have. I'd say like Xiao is gonna even get better and better, especially if we get Farina at some point. Oh my god, if I already have Farina in this, like, and you guys are just like, you have Farina. Again, this was recorded over the course of like 3 weeks.
I'm breaking the fourth wall, Mom. It's over. Honey, don't break the fourth wall. The fourth wall is so important for all of us. Mom, that fourth wall all's ever done is made our life hell. Oh, son, you always say that. The fourth wall is really good for you, and it's good for me. I love the fourth wall.
More than Dad? Do you love the fourth wall more than Dad?
Son, you know that's complicated.
No, it's not complicated, Mom. I'm gonna change it to White Knight, Mom.
Oh, don't you do this every time you're silking.
I'm changing it to White Knight. Time for the moon to come out.
I gotta say you something. Son? It's about your sister.
What about my sister?
By royal decree.
The wind
She's a hilly child.
Oh, good.
as one with
You're okay with that?
Yeah, like actually,
Going in.
probably could strengthen like, you know, our relationship with the Hilly Charles and stuff. Might be a good idea for everyone involved.
Okay.
Touch this. This is what you have to touch. Oh, so it's just release all the flames. Yes, okay, that's fair enough. Open this door. Open this door. No. So, I mean, now that we open this, I wonder if like
Time
we
to go.
can. Wait, but that won't work. No, it would work. Yeah. We change it back. Is that right? We change it back to the regular world. How do we get in here, I wonder? I'm guessing from the top. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, from the top, probably. Look around the world, pretty baby. Is it everything you hoped it would be? Let's go. Oh, there's a flame right there. But we have to climb up on the box. How are we going to do that? Of course, easy. Okay, that's my bad. Yeah, we can get the steel though while we're here. But now that that's activated, I wonder, can we now, is this activated over here like I was thinking? Yeah, something is activated over here. Oh. Perfect. My intentions. Intentionally did that. That was the plan. I'm not fumbling through this, guys.
Time to go.
I'm not just stumbling into everything, okay? I'm doing this the right way.
He's just stumbling into it, isn't he?
Timestamp. He's stumbling into this. Yeah. I actually do like, it's like my favorite part of the video. I'm not even joking, like when like I say something dumb or something someone finds funny and they timestamp it, it like makes me so happy. Cause it's just like, okay, like that's such a sweet thing to do, you know? And like usually what happens is like, cause I make videos like all in advance and stuff like that. Like people be like, oh my god, I'm dying when there's something I said, and I'm like, what did I say? And then I click this tab and I'm like, oh my god,
Into the wind.
I should be fired from my job at the precinct. There's another one, so we need one more. Oh, hello, guys.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Rain outlines your fate.
Oh, you can go down and fight you there. Yeah, sure.
One with nature.
Yeah, whenever we encounter these guys, I'm gonna kill them because I think it's needed for Kuki at the very least to do this. This is a really cool puzzle.
Into the wind.
This is a really cool puzzle. Like that's the thing. Like the maze part of it, like I can totally like I look back and like you know I'll be like, oh man, yeah, like it wasn't that bad. I think I was just like, oh man, I just want this book. But then like this type of puzzle is so much fun. You know, it's so much fun. But then again, you're not gonna be totally into absolutely everything, are you? Like while we point to that. So there's one more flame here. I'm guessing it's just like on this island. Over here. Maybe towards here.
One with nature.
No, it's down there. It's down there. So how do we open this up, I wonder? Is there a way to get around the side? Oh no, it's definitely a... Ah, okay. Look at this. Very cool. Very cool. I see it. I see it now. I told you I see it. That's me talking to myself. I said I see it, okay?
The wind knows me.
I said I saw it. There we go. And that brings the door over here. And then we can now go over there. Super cool. This is a really cool puzzle. I like this this trial. And then we have to talk to Uda. Uda, my pal.
Time to go.
I'm really excited to read this book because people said it's like super important. And, you know, I tend to take you guys' word for
One
it.
with nature.
Like, you guys have played the game much more than I have. People who are lower enthusiasts know that I am actually, like, very much, like, I love going into the story and getting deeper into, like, the reasoning behind things and the meaning behind things. When I can. I'm not always perfect at it. You know, I'm not always going to be great at it. But I really do love getting into that type of stuff. Where's the seal? Orp, orp. Maybe not even here. Oh, I'm down here for sure. Yeah. Yeah, so like I'm excited to see what this is. This final book challenge, it's probably gonna be the longest. But I actually do. You know what? Actually, I'm not even joking. This is gonna be faster. I'm not even joking. Wait, no. It actually would be. Okay, my bad.
Into the wind.
But yeah, like I'm, like just like I'm going to Inazuma now. Or maybe we can get up this side. Actually, probably smarter. Going to Inazuma, or going out of Inazuma as we're going to Sumuru. I'm very, very nervous and happy at the same time. I think that one of the things that we definitely did with Inazuma is that our pace is definitely quicker, but it's still very good. Like, I think the reason our pace is a little bit quicker now is because we have done, like, we've now gone through 3 regions. So we are now at a state where, like, we have, like, an idea of what the game was. I really feel like, you know, the reason why we went so slow through Mondstadt, not even slow, I wouldn't say slow, but we took our time, like, so much through those regions is because we're still learning the game. By the time I got to freaking Leeway Harbor, I was still, like, trying to understand things. There was still mechanical stuff like that, like, you guys were like, oh, that's this, or that's that.
I, Uda of the Chibashiri, acknowledge your great valor. Indeed, you are both extensive and meticulous in your wisdom. How can you tell a person's character from these trials? Or how can you tell a person's character from these trials? To be honest, these words are praises that the divine priestess used to bestow upon skilled youths. They eventually came to be written on pennants and the Chibashiri headquarters.
So that's the first challenge done. The Trial of Wisdom. There's other trials though. I'm guessing there's 3? Yes, 3 trials, yeah. So now we have to go to... Wait. That's the first trial. Do we have to go to the 3 pools? Bro, we so do. Don't even lie to me. We have to go to the 3 pools. That makes sense. What a good idea. What a good utilization of the pools as well. As a kind of like oasis as well. How did I do that last time? I think I just jumped into it and like... You can get up there, Kazuha. It's a ledge. It's like a... No, you can do it. It's a ledge. Kazuha, it's a...
The wind knows me.
Rose, am I actually gonna have to kill you? Yeah, you got to kill us. But like, could you not just like... You see what I'm trying to do something?
I mean, we don't care.
You don't care?
Should we care? Like, is it something that we...
I mean, yeah, I'm trying to do like a little puzzle.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Why would that... I'm really struggling here, Calvin.
What's the struggle?
To figure out, like, how is this our problem?
How rude. What? How rude can you guys be?
Well, it's not rude.
It is very rude. Saying that my problems are not your problems.
But they really are. You ever deal with our problems?
Name your problem and I'll help you with it.
Let's light it up.
We want to go to the surface and eat all the peoples.
You what?
We want to go to Enkanomiya Island.
Yeah.
We want to open our mouths.
By
We want
royal
to
decree.
put Kokomi in there.
Okay.
And just, we're going to eat her. We're going to eat all the people on Enkanomiya Island.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
I'm not sure I can help.
Yeah, you're not sure, are you? So how am I supposed to help with your little puzzle here if you won't help me with my puzzle?
Wings of darkness. Come, sever night from...
Thank God you're dead, because like I didn't have an end for that joke.
Time to go.
Thank God we're out. I didn't have an ending. I'll be honest. That would have gone on forever if those enemies were still alive.
Who
Nice.
says there aren't benefits to a life of wonder? One with
Same.
nature.
Here we go again. What did we do last time? Oh, here, yeah, into the middle. Yeah. Now Kazuha gets to look like an angel. This is crazy, man. The fact that like this is hidden behind a world quest is insane. Jesus Christ, look at this. It's still so cool. And we unlock this too. I'm actually really into these challenges. Aki.
I am Eki of the Jibishiri, hero of the Song of Mir. I acknowledge that you are worthy to take on this challenge. I am in charge of the Trial of Insight. Go forth and solve all the puzzles and join the flames to high gate their respective places. On the battlefield is ever-changing. Only by keeping your eye and ears open at all times may you grasp the situation and master all these variables.
Thank you. I was actually thinking, man, if I could master some variables this episode, I'd be so happy. This is a good song. Like, I'd be happy, you know? Like, give me some variables to master. Like, is that too much to ask?
Oz, reveal.
Time to go. Into the wind.
Let's light it up.
There you go.
Adventure time.
So to find the flames again. Observe. It's the Shire. Okay, there's one there. There's one there. There's one there. There's one there. Okay. Cool. Very cool.
Adventure time.
Very cool mechanic. Wait a second, they're invisible.
we go.
Let me take a little look. I was like, why do I need to remember this? And I was like, they're invisible. That's great. That's even better. So there's one there. We can get that one. No problem. There's one there, down by there, one there, and one there. And we can come back if we need to. That's really cool. Because I was like, okay, they're just showing me like, where they are. But then I was like, wouldn't I be able to see them like right away? It's like, no, that's the whole point. That's super cool. That's actually like a really good puzzle here.
One with nature.
Oh no, they are visible. Oh, I thought they were like invisible. I mean, okay, I'll take it anyway. Like, I'm not gonna... I ain't complaining. So... Then there's one over there, we can see it. And then there should be one flat over there. Or somewhere around here. Yeah, right here. Right? There should be one right here. No? Let's check that. Oh, no, there is. It's right. No, it's a seal. Okay, I got that wrong for sure. It's fine. Gather round. These are really easy enemies to fight. I like them quite a bit. They just go up in smokes.
By royal decree,
The wind knows me.
I think it is Kazuo bringing them together all the time. I imagine if I was fighting these with Eula, I'd be like screaming. Like Kazuo just drags them together all the time. And I don't have to worry about a thing with him.
know my sword. Let's light it up.
We've never done this in a while. There you go. Okay, we have that. So where was, like, again, if we find the other three, we're gonna find the other one for sure. Like, it's no problem.
Time to go.
Let's go up here. These platforms. Oh, there's one. No, that's a. That's definitely not it. Let's go and get the other ones we can see then, for sure. I wish I could say, oh, please don't let me die waiting for your touch. Oh, it's right there. There you go. That's all four. I'm rewatching ReZero. A friend of mine, I've been sending, like, we've been watching a lot of anime, and it's the first time watching a lot of shows, and she's actually really into them. We watched like to ease into stuff. Like, I feel like we watched Attack on Titan first because it's always like, it's a really good show, but it's also like this thing of like, it's like one of the most like iconic shows now, and I feel like it's like the easiest to get people into because it's like it's you know, a big monster, and then you find out like it's actually a lot deeper. Then we watched recently Jujutsu Kaisen, and now we're on to ReZero.
Time to go.
Hopefully Vinland Saga after that. There's one right here, isn't there? This is not really a puzzle, but it's more just like, oh, maybe it is.
Wait a second.
So I get it now. Not that I'm going up this different way because I get it a different way. I'm just trying to jump off and go off the other area here. Okay, we can do that too. And the last one is right up there. Okay, interesting. I wonder like what, like how this relates to intellect. Wait, is the intellect portion of this the intellect to observe your surroundings? Because that's what he was saying. Observe your surroundings. All the parameters. And if we didn't look in that pool, some people might not look in that pool. That might be it. That's insanely cool. It's just like, hey, here's all the answers. Sometimes they're right in front of you. That's really neat.
Time to go.
Impressive. You cleared the trial with ease. I, Enki of the GBC, acknowledge your great valor. Your insight can be said to be sufficient to seek out the eel in the winter. And what's that supposed to mean?
What's that supposed to mean, huh?
Breeding season Ungai Fry, very, very small. You must exert the greatest visual acuity to see them.
There we go. Very cool. So that's 2 of the 3 trials done. This is fantastic. This is incredible. This is the type of stuff I love. Really cool stuff. Really, really cool stuff. I guess we're going back then to the other. So we went to that one, and there's one more oasis. That oasis. Is this an oasis? No, that's the start. That's the Serpent's Bowels. That's the beginning of all of this, isn't it? Where's the last oasis? We have not been on this locust area. I've only found 2 oases. That's the thing. Huh. What looks like an oasis, huh? What looks like one? Maybe go over here. Hey, what looks like an oasis to you? Maybe it doesn't have to be an oasis. You know what I mean? Maybe it's just a regular thing. Maybe it's this thing over here, look. Right in the serpent's heart. There it is. Yep. Oh, but that is an oasis, though. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Follow the wind.
Now, you could have gone. I believe in you. So that was an oasis. I just forgot it was an oasis. Okay. Okay, let's try. Let's see if they'll let me up. Go, 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 go! Okay, we'll kill you guys.
Hey, we're the prolongers. We're gonna prolong this mission for as long as we can.
But then here's the thing, right?
Rain outline.
Sometimes you need items from these guys. You actually do. And it's one of those things that like I always like it's like the opposite of like Dark Souls 2. Like one of the big complaints people had about Dark Souls 2 is when they're trying to farm items, enemies would disappear after 15 deaths. Now the reason they put that in there, the 15 deaths thing, is that enemies would never respawn again after they died 15 times because it was a way to make the game easier for the player. So it's like, okay, you've died to this boss 15 times and you've done a run back 15 times where you've killed enemies along the way. And it was a way to be like, hey player, like here's your reward. But the issue was is that for me example, trying to get like a sickle off an enemy. Now I couldn't get it like in the way I got in Dark Souls 1, which is just like kill the enemy over and over again and get the right weapon after a while. I literally would be like, oh god, I cannot get this enemy off this weapon now. I have to wait until later. I have to do something later on. It was always like very funny because it was trying to be very helpful, but it was one of those things that like no one actually wanted like help with, I guess. And it's the same reason why like, you know, I can never be like, why is there's enemies here in front of my portal? It's like, yeah, because if then later on if I needed those items off those enemies, and they all despawned, that would be way more frustrating, right? Like if they're not there, that'd be way more frustrating. But I still love Dark Souls 2. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I think the reason why it gets so much crap is, you know, there's a few reasons obviously, like that people have an issue with. I think the ADP, what people had an issue with. I think a lot of people don't like the level design, even though I think that it's just so iconic at this stage. Like even though it... Nah, bro. You stay there. I'm going floating. I'm an angel. Jump down in the water there. Jump down in the water. Clean yourself. Get have a bath. Good on yourself. Good man yourself. And then we go to the portal again. We should have seen what Benny looked like in this. That would have been hilarious. Oh my god! It would have taken him to hell with his luck. I'm in hell! Wow! Satan!
Hello, Benny.
I am Daimon of the Juishiri. Hero of Songwilio, I acknowledge you are worthy to take on this challenge. Valor is the power to defeat all your foes, regardless of the method used. Simply defeat all the opponents here, release the flames of the high gate, and you shall be allowed passage. It should be said that these foes' illusions are born from sunfire phantasms, and the great enemy is you know in your heart. Even so, you will be vanquished if you're not careful. I will await your completion of the challenge at the Tower of the Tree Realms above. Sick, bro. Honestly sick. So we just have to kill some enemies. That's like, that. Like, honestly, if you look at all the things I'm good at in Genshin, that's at least my 10th best thing I'm good at, killing some enemies. Number 9 is probably stamina retention. Number 8, living life. Just living life, you know? Living life. Number 7,
Time to go.
time to go. You know? Moving on. Very good at that. Holy hell. That's number 9. Number 7 is finding stuff like this absolutely freaking gorgeous. Oh my god. Let's go. And number 1, probably loving characters too much. Or maybe not enough. Now it's this. Okay. Oh, I see. Kind of, maybe? We have to light the 4 fires. But some of the fires won't be lit until we change it from day to night.
Adventure time. Let's light it up.
Let me activate this one. Okay. Now, where are the enemies? Oh, I could have sworn I was supposed to fight enemies, not some stinky wolf. No, I'm joking.
One with nature.
they could literally end having the past rip me apart.
Off we go. Witness the power of Gua.
Oh yeah, I was actually just gonna say witness the power of Gua. Yeah, this place is gorgeous.
Let's light it up. Know my sword.
As one with wind and cloud. The wind knows me.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Fine.
I'd say, yeah, I probably will hack the game and patch that out when they do the bubbles or when they do anything that tracks me for a bit. You know, just to make the game fair for only me. You know what I mean? You guys get it. If the game ain't fair for only me, who is it fair for, really?
The birds come.
Let's light it up.
But I like the bubbles. Oh, too bad. Crazy, isn't it? Oh my god, look at this vision. How many?
Wings of darkness. Come, sever night
This is
from
cool
day.
though, right? Because like the intellectual puzzle, by the way, is still something I'm really impressed by. Because I think that's what it is. Like I'm gonna go with my interpretation regardless. Like I think it actually is like that makes it so freaking cool. The fact that the idea behind it is literally just like, hey,
Oz, reveal thy.
be smart enough, it'll give you all the answers. It will tell you exactly where everything is.
Everybody stand back.
As one with wind and cloud.
He always says that.
One with nature.
Oh my god, is that a...
Adventure time. By royal decree.
Oh my god.
The
Let's go.
wind knows me.
So the abyss is part of this trial. It's very strange.
Rain outlines your fate.
Midnight
They're like, we need it. We're taking a break from being evil for a bit. What if we do a trial?
Fallen leaves.
But I imagine it's because like it's a magical force that's summoned in here. And he did mention that there are creatures that aren't known to our hearts.
One with nature.
Let's light it up.
Yeah, the shield part of it is always like, okay, you can put down your shield, you know? Eula would have wrecked this guy, I guess. Bro, you can't, you're not going to the walls. What did... Bro, you're not going to the walls. What did the director say to you?
I can do what I want. Mom's not home.
One with nature. Time to go.
Oz,
I forgot,
reveal
like, I'm
thy
also
self.
playing Shin Megami Tensei 5 on the side right now.
Wind and cloud.
Like, as my, like, personal game. And, like,
Let's light
I probably played over the weekends because, like, I play a lot of games for the channel during the week. But, like, one of the things I always, like, really,
No rest for the wicked.
like I always adore, like, and I forget about that game when I'm playing this because I almost do it sometimes. Like, I almost try to do it sometimes, I'll be honest. I legit
Everybody
sometimes will try in this game known as Genshin Impact to use like a light gem, like an item that has like the power of water on it. Is that it? Do you want me to touch them individually? Because I can do it. I'm not a big fan of touching things, but yeah, okay, that's fair enough. But I will. I will touch it. You can touch it, taste it. But it makes no difference. It knocks you off your feet because you want it all, but you can't have it. It's in your face. Grab it. Ow. Wait, that's all 4 of them, right? So I guess we have to go in here? Usually they're hanging out in these spaces, right? Look, he's like trying to scare me. You're not scaring me, bro. This is a really beautiful location, by the way. Really cool. Ah! He didn't scare me.
I scattered them all before you. Such power can truly be considered unmatched throughout Togoku. I am Damon of the Jibashiri. Acknowledge your great valor.
So here we go. That's the 3rd trial. Very cool stuff. Very good. One of the best world quests in the game thus far. I had a blast doing this. Just legitimately just one of the best world quests in this game. For sure. I'm here. Be lucky the officials showed up.
Have you been recognized by all of the Jibashiri? They represent the will of Watatsumi, and so have obtained the right to learn everything. You are a savior of the people of Watatsumi, and are acknowledged by the Watatsumi also. Thus, you have earned the right to ask to be answered. Still, I ask that you follow the rules and not take the truth beyond this ocean abyss. What do you wish to know? Tell me about the baptismal Vishaps? They are primordial element beings, unbent and unbound by the power that came from the heavens owing their lives living deep underwater. They are actually very intelligent, and they are adept at evolving. They would even evolve into different elemental forms throughout history in their war against us. I would not be surprised at all if they have learned the language or perhaps evolved into the lizard people. The holy soil phenomenon is, in fact, the expansion of their habitat. That means that the primordial elemental power of the 3 realms is growing stronger. Only by using the Watatsumi Okomi's life force to awaken its servant could we convert this raw, raging elemental power. What else do you wish to know? That's so they could like. So he thinks that they could be like have evolved to the point that they do understand us. Due to an ill fortune, fell into this place and beyond jurisdiction of the Heavenly Order. This was undoubtedly to the good fortune of us and the people of Byakuyakoku. It has done a great many things for us. Unfortunately, by making contact with us, it also grasped the truth that came before its existence. Thus, it was forced by heaven to sacrifice itself. Truth behind this sacrifice had remained unknown to all. Only thus could the people of Byakuyakoku be allowed to live under the rule of the 7. So what were things like before the sun and the moon? Before Byakuyakoku fell into the deep sea, the whole world had a single unified culture. Later, a great war broke out, in which the heavens capsized and the earth was ripped asunder. This land was then plunged in the dark ocean depths. However, the Heavenly Order seemed to not wish for those who remembered all this to remain on earth. We searched and searched for a road, but there was none to be found. Much later, heaven's powers of prohibition would gradually weaken. Thus did Watatsumi Okomi manage to fall into this place. And then, tell me about the actual Danichi Mikoshi. The Danichi Mikoshi was constructed by a sage Abarax. It has the power to bring light to the dark depths. It has quite a few other functions to boot. All in all, it's a very powerful device. That's fine. Thank you so much for telling me all this. Again, please remember to keep all that you've seen here in Enkanomiya an eternal secret. Was that not the mission to get the book? Did I do a completely different mission? Okay, apparently I got it all wrong, but I'm not too pressed. That was a fun mission to do. But I'm wondering if I can actually get this right now. I think there's actually like a freaking, yeah, here it is. I didn't think it was this. I'm an idiot. Let's go. Actually, we should probably just shoot it with official, right? It's like a breakable wall. There we go. And there's gonna be like a series of puzzles in here, I'm guessing. Which opens. But is there like a puzzle that switches this from night to day here? Or is that around the way? Oh, I have to kill you as well, I guess. Hold on 1 second.
That hurts.
Man, here's the thing. Usually I'd be like, oh my god, that wasn't the puzzle. I don't know why, like, I thought it was there. Like, I had like a bunch of map locations that I was able to go to.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night. One with nature.
But that's it. So I'm kind of like not. I was like, is it here? Is it here? But I guess I already thought. I thought this would have been like the before Sun and Moon one. Okay, so is there one close by? If we hit this, that opens up this. So what if we do this? Then we open up this, go back up here and change this around? I thought to be one right there, but I guess not. Yeah, that's it. Okay, we got to do a really cool mission. We got to meet a really cool character. We got to learn a tiny bit about like what it was like with the beast here before the
We go.
Dainichi Mikoshi. So I'm not really like, okay. Stamina retention? 15. Stamina retention? 7. Let's go. I thought there'd be one around there to change it, but I guess it's so close by, they're not really worried too much about that. So then we fast travel back to here. That's where I found it last time, yeah. That's crazy. That like I just did this world quest for the sake of it, you know? But then again, like, not feeling bad at all. It was a really cool quest. Is it here again, or where is it? Here? I think it's over. Wait, where the...
Time to go.
Second. So I came down here. Wait, no. Did I go the wrong way already? I think I did. What am I doing? You're supposed to... We go down this way, which I went. You see these guys, which I saw before as I came down here. Here, yeah, okay. It's just... Oh, I saw the room guard here last night. That's why I messed it up for sure. So then we hit this. And that gives us this chest.
Who says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering?
This isn't it? So where's the... So there's another breakable wall? Where? Where? I can sometimes, and this is a criticism I have of myself, I can sometimes like, you know, get like, I'm like, is this not it? And then I leave way too early.
Follow the wind.
I'm thinking that it is it. But I think I have to light the flames. There's 2 flames here I didn't even light. And we have to change it back. Yes. You okay?
Let's light it up.
Yes, of course. Is there one closer by? Like, it seems weird that they make you walk all the way back to this. Oh, there's literally one there. Okay, fair enough. That's so fair. Yeah, this game isn't bad like that. You know, I was just definitely doing it the wrong way. Like, the game never does that to you in this game. Ever. They're very, very sweet like that.
The wind knows me. Time to go.
And that's going to change something here? Okay, so the symbols on the wall. What does that give us, I wonder? Have we seen those symbols around this area? I mean, they're the sigils, like, they're definitely the sigils. But it's a matter of, like, what do we do with them at that point with them? Do you have to hit them? Do I have to activate them? I'm not... I didn't see any sigils, like, on either side here or anything else we can do here. Like, it's not like we can, like... And you can't, like, touch them. You can? So what's the order in which we're doing this? That's 1. Oh. Wait. Wait. Okay. Oh, there's something up here.
Into the wind.
Okay, so we're actually like not doing too bad.
Rain outlines your fate.
Wait. Maybe? Do we have to just literally... I'm wondering if we literally have to like touch them in order. No, that wouldn't make any sense. Well, it could. No. Do we light the fire again? I'm trying to think if there's any other place.
Time to go.
We know they're giving us an order of 1, 2. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. Okay, I got a bunch of timestamps. Like the reason how I was doing this is I didn't like get any walkthroughs for the actual puzzles or anything like that. Like, but I had like a map of like, okay, this is where you get the book pieces, which is more than great. So that's why it was marking here, and that's why I got the wrong freaking quest. Where is it? Here. It's because it actually is this thing, and we have to do it in the right order again. So this time it's first one is the fish. This one here. That's actually pretty cool. Okay. First one's the fish. The next one we have is the like little cutoff piece. That's okay. That makes more sense. This one here.
Time to go.
The next one is no, that was number 3. I got that wrong. Can I reset it? Yeah, okay. So let's reset it. So it's the fish first. Then it's actually no, it's the circle head. This one over here.
Time to go.
Does that not work? Is that wrong? Hold on a second. Let's open this up here. No, it's fish, circle head, cut off piece. Yeah. It's not working now? Should we warp away and come back? Because it was sending us through there a second ago. So fish. Maybe it's already activated? Fish, circle head. So what's the third one then? Fish, circle head. Cut off piece. Wing and ice cream float.
Time to go.
So that is it. Perfect. Great. Okay, so that's why there was a marker here, because I was like, why is there a marker? I was like, the map I got was wrong.
Who says there
There
are
we go.
benefits to a life of wandering?
Wait, so does that mean we have the book now just we can read? Should be interesting. It's you. I mean, I wasn't expecting anything or anything. How are things going with the unturned books? I got them all. You got them all? These 4 books are the ones I'm looking for. Yes, but what's with the copy of The Serpent and the Drakes of Tokukyoko? It doesn't have a unified cover that all our collections uses. I can't read a word of it. Well, we can't read your script, but we can confirm that this is the right book. Really? You're not just trying to trick me, are you? I mean, I'm not trying to make life hard for you. I just think that I might get an anxiety attack. Could you tell me what this book is about? You tell Emma about the Watsubi Komi's victory over the baptismal bishops. That is the story of this book, yes. Well, if you say so, I'll believe you. Now that all the books are back, it's like a weight has been lifted off my back. Guess I won't have to look up the deep sea spirit herb after all, you know? I decide when I get up to the surface, I'm going to become a master of raw fish dishes. After tomorrow, come look for me on Watatsumi Island. I'll show you what I can do.
Do you make raw fish dishes often, Emma?
Not really. Haven't touched a knife in my life, really, but I'm the only one who has read a lot of books about Narukami Island cuisine. You might even consider me the first person in Byakuyakoku to know about anything they call sashimi.
Just be careful not to cut yourself, alright?
I won't argue with you further. I'll let my cooking do the talking, just you wait. Alright then. Please help me put the books back on the shelf over there.
This is so sick.
Wait. Holy hell. What? What? Can we read it now? That was crazy. It should be here now, right? The Byakuyakoku Collection. This is a hefty read. A hefty, hefty read.
Okay, that's me reading it, guys. It's all done. Thank you guys so much for what? No, I'll read it. I'll read it all the way through, guys. I definitely will. This is actually gonna be very, very interesting. It's a lot. It's definitely a lot. But I'm actually like excited to get through this and see what all this lore is about. It's a lot. This is gonna be really, really cool. Wow. I don't know why I came to the Dawn Winery to read all this. Maybe it just brings me some sort of like comfort, and maybe that's the case. Let us go into the archive and read before Sun and Moon. It's honestly like been a long time coming. This is something that I've really been excited to read, but I feel like it's also like this is it, isn't it? Yeah. Yep. Expand. I wish we could like read. Yeah, there we go. So it's volume 1 first of all. Excuse me. Let's do this. Mysteries creation conceals. The sun and moon omens reveal. 3 corners in darkness shrouded. The void by 5 saints clouded. The universe has no beginning and no end. So it was with the land that once was. But this matters not to us. For the land that bears us no longer has anything to do with that eternity without start or ceasing. So said the alone sage, Aburaku, to the first Sunchild. The Sunchild has long intended to punish Aburaku. Summoning the sage before the throne in this manner was built an additional way of making things difficult for him before attaining him. So we know about this sword. The Sunchild is the child that was put in place as a king, and Aburaku is the character who was punished by him. Legend has it that Aburaku was opened up to wisdom by Tokoyo Okami, and was thus able to bring light to Enkanomiya, which had till then never seen the sun. Yeah, the Dainichi Mikoshi. But the Sunchild grew jealous of his talents, thus imprisoned him for life. Yet these children of the sun never considered that Aburaku had not created the underground star. They would never existed in the first place. True. The origin of the heaven and earth is like a chicken and the egg, and are not dragons and snakes kin. Is this why someone asked? No, I don't think that's why someone asked in the Q&A what came first, chicken or the egg. No sooner had the sage Aburaku uttered these words than he was overthrown by Truths lying in ambush. So we know of this. The child, like the Sunchild at the time, put him in prison. At the time, Enkanomiya had only just been bought some room to breed. But by the appearance of the sun, the Dragonaires loved the dark and shunned the light, and thus could no longer act with impunity. The days when Dragonaires would rampage and graze upon humanity like so much grass had at last come to an end, for the people of Enkanomiya finally had their means to resist. Yet it came to pass that the flaws in human nature would rear their ugly heads even before such an outside threat could be quelled. The people chose a Sunchild, crowned him king, and worshipped him, yet he ruled with a brutal hand, framing the righteous.
So they had the means to resist, right, against the dragons below, the Vishaps. So they chose a king regardless. And he had a brutal hand. Okay. Unnumbed years would pass before a young child of Enkanomiya would make a wager with his peers. Alone, he would dive beyond the three corners, evading the trail of the dragonaires in search of the dragonbone flower. But what he found instead, within a great cavern, was a mighty serpent, one he had never seen before. Somehow, as he gazed upon the serpent's titanic form, the child felt no fear, but instead a kind of kinship.
I am the profane serpent. Through my servants, though my servants are numberless, not one mortal now dwells in my shadow. That I have fallen to this realm and that we should meet. Perhaps this is fate. You are not one of my people, but you are human nonetheless. Speak your desire. I shall hear it.
Can you then perchance become our god? So is this the snake that like came out of the ground? The snake that was the serpent that was defeated above the ground? With the slash by the Raging Shogun. Thus did they, human and serpent, go forth to face royal authority of the Sunchild and the incursions of the Dragonaires beyond. Thus was curtain raised on turning of the tide. So they went against the Sunchild and used this serpent. I wonder if this is the same serpent that is on top of Inazuma right now. That could be the case. So there was like an overthrowing of this. What we wish to record in this tale of how heavens took shape on the earth below. O heavenly gods, these creations are your works. Grant us divine wisdom. Let us endlessly record. When the doves held branches, when the eternal throne of the heavens came, the world was made anew. Then the true Lord, the primordial one, came forth and did battle against 7 terrifying sovereigns, dragon lords of the world. The primordial one created shining shades of itself, and the number of these shades was 4. On Fanes, or the primordial ones. The primordial one may have been Fanes. It had wings and a crown, and was birthed from an egg. Androgynous in nature, so you didn't really know if it was a boy or a girl or what gender it was. But for the world to be created, the eggshell had to be broken. However, Fanes, the primordial one, used the eggshell to separate the universe and the microcosm of the world. 40 years after they held branches, 40 winters entombed the flames, and 40 summers churned the seas. The 7 sovereigns were vanquished, and the 7 nations submitted to the heavens. The primordial one, the great sovereign, began the creation of heaven and earth, for our sake. That of its creation, which is cherished most, who would soon appear on this earth. So, 40 winters entombed the flames, and 40 summers churned the seas. The 7 so 40 years went by. The sovereigns were vanquished, and the 7 nations submitted to the heavens. So that's when the primordial one created let the people on earth, created their heaven and earth for our sake. So that's when they created something. And humans are their most cherished? Well, okay. Okay. 400 years after the held branches, the mountains and rivers were made, and the seas, oceans accepted those who rebelled and those who would not kneel. That primordial one and the one of its shades created the birds of the air, the beasts of the earth, and the fish of the sea. So this is God. This is like the God. Together, they also created flowers, grass, and trees, before finally creating humans. Our ancestors, numerous as the stars in the sky, uncountable as the sand on the shore. Beautiful writing here. For that time, our ancestors made a covenant with the primordial one, and so entered into a new age. So the primordial one is God, is what they're saying of this world. The year of the Ark's opening, the primordial one had a sacred plan for humans. As long as we were happy, it too rejoiced. The year after the Ark's opening, the people worked the land, and so came the first harvest. The people mined and so reaped the first crop of precious ore. The people gathered, and the first poems were written. So they started writing, they started creating literature, they started talking, probably documenting their history even. The years of Jubilee. If there was hunger, the heavens would bring down food and rain. If there was poverty, the earth would bring forth its riches. If melancholy were to spread, the heavens would reply with their voices. The one taboo was to succumb to temptation, but the path to temptation has already been sealed. So if they wanted something, they got it. Or if they needed something, they would get it. And this is kind of like the way the world works. Like a lot of people would say, the reason why a lot of people worship the sun and the moon and all this stuff is because, like I said, if there's hunger, rain would like grow the crops. If there was poverty, the earth would bring forward riches in terms of food. But it says here, if there was sadness, like melancholy, it would respond with their voices, which is interesting. It's very interesting. The funerary rear. Ooh. The second throne of the heavens came, and war was rekindled. As it was the world's creation, that day the heavens collapsed and the earth was rent asunder. Our ancestors and their ancestral land fell into place during that conflict. In the era of darkness began, so the war started. The first years of darkness. The people of the seven sovereigns had found refuge in the oceans, and the dragonaires of the depths of this ruled in this particular place, which led to war between them and our ancestors. So, was Enkanomiya like a place to hide away then from a war that was above? And that's where the dragonaires lived. Our ancestors chased them into the shadows with the light of the 1,000 lanterns, and they hid in those shadows, hunting us. But there was only darkness in this place, and so their hunting grounds were untrampled. So, because they couldn't create any light down here, it wasn't a sustainable thing to live down here and not be like murdered by all these creatures. The prayers of the people turned into lamentations. But the primordial one and its 3 other shining shades could not hear. The parable of the sun. So, the primordial one couldn't hear them from down in Enkanomiya. I think I'm getting this right. Yeah, they couldn't hear them from down there. The dark cavern, there lived a group who had never seen the light. Among them was a sage who had once seen the sun, and he told and then gathered the folk about what life the sun was like, and about a great might of the sun. Seeing that they did not comprehend, he lit a torch, and thus did the people come to worship the flames, believing it to be the sun. They even got used to the life of darkness and fire. When the sage died, someone could monopolize the flame. Using it, they could cast a long shadow over the land, so they discovered fire and how they could create like the idea of the sun. And they worshipped the flame, which again, I would too if I was in darkness forever and like something came that gave me light. The parable of the Lethed lotus, a lotus that caused all who look upon it to forget their troubles. A ship captain searching for a way back to the surface discovered a tribe of the people who ate those lotuses. Some crew members stayed in that place. Others rejected the temptation. Life is a boundless ocean of suffering. We are only searching for the way home. The third year of darkness. We only knew who had not forsaken us, the ruler of time. She was the moment. She is the moment. Now come on, people. She was every moment. She was the measure of 1,000 winds and the sun and the moon. She was every second joy, every moment of rage, every instant of longing, every minute of obsession. She was every flash of delirium. We call her Kairos, the ruler of the unchanging world. We do not speak her true name. We dare not speak her true name, secret name. And so I pen it here only once in reverse. So in reverse, it's IS. In reverse, so this is actually pretty cool, by the way. It's kind of scary that so IS TAROTH. Isaroth. Right. I'm not going to look it up. I wrote it down on a piece of paper. I'm not going to look it up. So Isaroth is this ruler. The ruler of time. And we know it's a girl then. If I look up Isaroth Greek mythology, maybe I'll find some. I don't want to maybe I don't want to try. I don't want to try just in case it spoils anything. I'm not going to try. But it says she's the ruler of time. She's the ruler of the unchanging world. Okay. It sounds like she was everything. Yeah, she was everything to him is what they're saying. Not even sounds like that's what it is. Years of blindness. The sage Abarak's wisdom was awakened, an unveiled light-bringing miracle from his hands. So our ancestors began to build Helios, with him as the leader. The year of sight, or the first year of sun and moon, Helios, the divine chariot of the sun, was completed. The white night came, the evernight was banished. Years of the sun and moon began. So this was the artificial sun and moon. We'll talk more about this Isaroth later because I might have some theories on this, but I could be wrong. The second year of sun and the moon. Our ancestors sought the returning way, for surely the war on the surface had ended by them. But the primordial one, the first throne, had laid down a ban, preventing our ancestors from finding the path home. In that case, the primordial one must have defeated the second who came, Abrax, who was imprisoned by order of the Sunchild. So another person imprisoned by the Sunchild. So because they thought war had ended by then, they thought they would So the primordial one, the first throne, he laid down a ban so they can't return. Okay. The parable of the tree. The king's gardener and the tree spirit of the royal garden were in love, but the king wished to repair the beams of the pavilion, and so needed to cut down the tree with the most spiritual energy within it. The king was an incarnation of the primordial one, and the gardener could not divide the sovereign of the sovereigns, and so he could only bring his plea to the king's priest, who was the incarnation of Tokoyo Okami. The priest had pity on the gardener and said to him, "Go cut the branches of the spirit tree down." The gardener did so, and afterwards did the king ordered, cutting the spirit tree down itself down. The priest said, "Plant the tree's branches in the ground." But the gardener said, "A spirit tree shall take 500 years to grow." The priest said, Your one thought shall echo through eternity, so that one thing he did will remember forever. And so the gardener planted the branches in his backyard, and in an instant the slim branches grew into a new tree, and the new tree spirit was a continuation of the past one. For the gods of moments who was able to take seeds from this moment into the past and future. Now, when it comes to these trees, these spirit trees, one of the biggest themes in Genshin is trees. Like how many times it's like we've gone to Dragonspine and we found a special tree that was able to help us upgrade. There's a tree where Yaimiko is as well. There's trees all around the place in Inazuma that zap you. There's the giant tree that Venti and Jean always like rest in front of it in 2, and I wondered is any of that related to this? That could possibly be. The 10th year of the sun and moon. Abrax is long gone. The events before the sun and moon have recorded sufficiently. Well, if I did not dare to write things down, then just as they happened, how could I consider myself a scribe of Tokoyo Okami? Hark! I hear armor without. Here I shall stop writing. So they stopped writing here now. So volume 3. Yeah, okay, so let's talk about volume 2 really quickly. So the Isaroth thing, they talked about it being like they said she's everything. She is the ruler of time. She is this ruler of time. The only character we know that has manipulated time, 2 people have manipulated time, I believe, and I could be wrong here, has been our sister. Well, she hasn't really manipulated time. She's kind of like, I guess, instilled by accident things that we can see the past visions of her. But then also the woman at the start of this game that we just saw, she sent us 500 years into the future from Conria, right? Could that have some relation to that? If it's like this master of time, the ruler of time, I wonder if that does have some relation to that. Even if it's not her, could it be like someone in Conria who had those similar powers? But then again, we look surprised when she did that to us. Maybe it was more surprised that she just was able to trap us. But if it's something that we're aware of that we forget, that this power is normal in Conria, I wonder if that's the case. That's the only person I've known. Is there anyone else that has manipulated time throughout this game? I'm only thinking of girls because it says she. I don't think so. I think if you talk about the manipulation of time, both of us were sent 500 years into the future. Maybe. The lands beneath the apothic depths are vastly different from those on the surface, to the extent that all surface derived from common sense must be abandoned down below. All we formerly knew of the land and the sea was given it to us directly by the heavens. In the new world of ours, we must begin groping even from the simplest mythologies anew. Oh, you've come hereafter who come hereafter and read these words. Do not take the life you lead for normalcy. Even if after 100 or 1,000 years, people should grow used to life down here, always remember these days with neither sun nor moon are abnormal. Even if some sage were to draw us to sun, there will surely be filthy wretches who will borrow its light to cast shadows over us. This book is intended for people to help to understand the world they live in, and to never forget our desire to return to the light. So there's always this desire to go back, because they were planning to go above and go back to the light, right? That's what the librarian was saying to us. Every single character's talking about, it's our last day. It's our last day before going back up above. Yeah. This book has been constantly edited, redacted, and modified over the years. Even the name of the book's title has changed from Apotheker to Tokoyoko before becoming Byakuyakoku. Later, due to the grace of Watatsumi, the people of the depths would return to the sea's surface, but it seems like Apotheker has some special meaning and is not universally changed through text. So they did return to the surface? We'll return to the sea surface, but it seems like Apotheker has some special meaning and has not been universally changed throughout the text. Okay, so maybe some they actually did get above. Of wind and water. Byakuyakoku has no mountain to speak of, and it's so pointless to speak of them. However, our priest and sage have detected something even in these depths, the power of the undying wind. And the water still remains. The personification of undying wind is known as Tokoyo Okokami, and is poetically rendered the 1,000 winds, or the 10,000 winds of time. Water, on the other hand, is the might of the Vishap realm, represented by the baptismal Vishaps. We have already developed a certain field of study regarding the relationship between sun, fire, wind, and water, and such both hydrology and the undying wind must be considered before undertaking project of civil engineering. So the water is, again, the 1,000 winds of time, again, time coming up is again, water on the other hand is the might of the Vishap realm. So the Vishaps, okay, kind of confused on that one. Yeah, well, I'm confused on a lot of this. The borders. Oh, here we go. The borders are marked out by 3 corners. These marks the limit of the seesaw clash between humanity and the Vishaps. During the era of the Byakuyakoku, towers of 3 realms were built as these 3 corners used to harmonize the 3 realms. Their ancient names have been lost to time, and they're renamed after coming of Watatsumi. These towers are exceedingly important, and they're not in locations that are aligned with either the wind or the water. Rather, their purpose is to stabilize the tendencies of the Byakuyakoku, control its winds and waters. If these towers were to be imperiled, so would the entire nation. As such, they have been hidden using the secret arts. Only shrine maidens and vassals of Watatsumi can summon them forward. Is that the towers that we did? I did a trial mission, right? Maybe I'm wrong. But it seems that like the towers themselves is like as I said, the shrine maidens of Watatsumi, that's how we got there. So maybe that is how we got there. Is through the shrine maidens of Watatsumi. Okay. The Narrows. The Narrows were in the earliest times sandwiched between the mountain face and the area known as the Roundlands, thus earning the locations in its name. However, the exceedingly strange tectonic shifts in Byakuyakoku caused the Roundlands to collapse into depths, thus causing the Narrows to widen significantly. We were in the Narrows before. The Serpent's Heart. From this time, our ancestors discovered this place that had already played a host to a unique phenomenon in which the space itself might overlap in a certain locale. Later, those who came before us would utilize this phenomenon by creating the Serpent's Heart. It would be used to guard secrets imprisoned criminals and worship the great imaginary serpent Ouroboros. So is that the serpent from above? In the earliest times, this place was called Delphi, the land of snakes. This name did not change even after the arrival of the Watatsumi Okami. Ancient arts depict the scaleless serpent as Ouroboros, the coral-adorned serpent, Orobashi. So we've definitely seen the Orobashi. But Ouroboros is definitely like a snake that eats itself. Oh god, wrong thing here. Sorry, we're on volume 3, aren't we? Yep, my bad. I pressed the wrong button here. And then we have the Dainichi Mikoshi. The earliest name of this place was Helios, and it was a high tower built with the sage Abaraku. Standing from the earth, the elements between the wind and water, according to the prophecy, this was likely the sun that the sage displayed, used to light those lightless caverns. And those prophecies suggested it was also later to cast a great shadow over the nation. So, whilst it did give them endless light, it also did, like, cast light on, like, a lot of the, like, nastier parts of the world as well. So, volume 4. So, as well, we know that someone came down here, right, and invaded this place. And we know that they took, like, they caused this place to fall into disarray. So I'm actually going to hope we get to read something about that. Volume 4. Effective today, all experiments regarding the Dragon Heirs will be directed by Watatsumi Omikami in person. All files preceding the founding year of the Watatsumi calendar have been destroyed. Dossier serial numbers shall no longer use the categories alpha, beta, gamma, delta, and epsilon, which used in the ancient Watatsumi tongue. Instead, we shall use earth, water, fire, wind, ether, and void going forward. All quotes and annotations are to be written within the quotation marks. The following orders of writing should be observed: file header, serial number, subject to author. Author can be omitted or their internal within the research lab may be used. Usage of the researcher's ancient Byakuyakoku Enkanomiya name or modern Watsumi Narakami Inazuma name is forbidden. These experimental records are not to be used for the writing of diaries, love letters, or fantasy novels. So they're not. So Yae Miko's gonna be very upset by that. The Dragonairs hereafter, named Bathma Vishaps or simply Vishaps, evolution is plain to all to see. Water 101 Dragonair evolution. We have tried lowering the temperature in the living environs of a young heat-resistant Vishap. As a result, they were weaker once matured. So if they were, when they were born, and they were born in say of a, like if they were like heat resistant, but they were born in kind of a more of a colder environment, they became weaker and less resistant to heat. We suspected this is because the body did not possess the seed required to resist such an environment. Yes, because it didn't evolve. It's like how humans are as well. Like if you grow up in an environment where you never have to like fight for anything or argue for something, you're probably not going to know how to like argue as well. Like, you know, if you like, for the, you know, I'm not trying to be like evolution, all this stuff or like whatever that, because you can definitely dwell into like worse states of that. But what I'm more saying is like, if you grow up in a family of like 10 children, you're probably going to know how to fight for yourself. You know, you're probably going to know like, oh, I need to like stand my ground. But if you kind of grow up as like an only child who's not allowed to have friends or something like that, you're probably not going to know how to like, you know, last with other people sometimes. But then again, like, you know, you can learn that stuff in schools. You know what I'm saying? So without this, they were not able to like do this. It's kind of as if like, you know, we never learned how to hear because we never heard any sound. I don't know. I'm bad with the way I'm talking about this stuff. Because the reason I want to be very clear with that, because sometimes it can be like, you have to suffer to learn. But it's like, I believe that, you know, I'd rather have no suffering and have people like be a little bit like, you know, like, because I don't believe that people get better through suffering. I believe people get better despite their suffering, in spite of it. But I never like to do that because I think a lot of people who like are going through hard times, like are having like a hard day, that's kind of like the way they try to make themselves feel better. Is that, you know, when they say to someone who's kind of going through a happier time, where it's like, man, you need to go through the times like me. And it's like, I'd rather everyone have a happier time. I know it's kind of like idealistic, but when we place their descendants into sweltering conditions, they would again choose, like their ancestors, the heat-resistant trait. However, none of them have developed traits indicative of this pyro element thus far. So when they went right back in, they kind of like developed it. We do not have enough data to reach the conclusion at present, but we can make an educated guess that the baptismal Vishaps have the ability to awaken their seed freely before maturation. Vishaps' mothers can also create new seeds to pass on to their descendants should they encounter heretofore unseen challenging environments. It can be said that therefore encountering us, the people of Enkanomiya, the baptismal Vishaps have already sorted a veritable armor within their bodies. So the Vishaps that we're fighting, they adapt to the environment around them, and they can also like learn different ways to adapt too, which is why, you know, they probably adapted some part of their skin to be protective against like the people of Enkanomiya as well. The results of the intelligence tests are astonishing. Void 207 Vishap Intelligent Research. Through the screening process consisting of rewards and punishments, although previous research indicates the screening is unnecessary, Vishaps are, one and all, adapters par excellence. The linguistic capacities of Vishaps 4 generations down are starting to approach that of a 12-year-old human student. Perhaps it's more accurate to say that Vishaps always had their own methods of communication. What they're displaying here is the ability to learn, so they're getting better, they're getting smarter. We believe that these experiments should be stopped. If not, we may yet be proven narrow-minded for having dismissed the last person who wrote fantastical tale about Vishap people. So the people that they were like before, hey, that's dumb, they're going to find out they were true. They were being truthful. Prophecy holds that the dragon sovereign of water will be born in human form. We must not let this thing happen in Enkanomiya. So they're developing so fast and evolving so fast that the next dragon sovereign will be a human. All previous statements at grafting have failed. Void 907 Watatsumi Okumi's special orders. Because they cannot accept Watatsumi Okami's blood, the Vishap will fall victim to various adverse effects. Perhaps they are not yet strong enough, but we can be sure indeed. According to our rationalized Vishap evolutionary roadmap, we should have already bred the strongest Vishap possible. So they're trying to like breed these creatures. Grafting can be considered a success. Void 907 Watatsumi Okami's special orders 3. The rejection originates from the Vishaps having beings of light realms, also known as elemental creatures, and thus being at odds with the human realm, of which Omikami and its coral vassals are part. All experimental logs are closed. No experiments conducted here result in any death of any dragonaires. They all live to see the end of their days. Praise be to the Watatsumi Okami, gracious and beneficent. So they were experimenting on these Vishaps. I'm wondering, is this how we got the different types of Vishaps, like Geo Vishaps and water Vishaps and ice Vishaps and Vishaps and fire Vishaps and all these different type of Vishaps. I'm wondering if that's how we got those little creatures. Like, remember, like that's how they evolved, because they kept like experimenting and putting them into different environments. And this is the last volume. What walks on 4 feet early in the morning, 2 feet during the day, and 3 feet at night? Me. Answer: a Vishap would transform into a person to attend a ball, then breaks one of his legs and eventually ends up walking with a cane. Wait. So this isn't just an experimentation. They know that Vishaps can evolve into humans. Am I getting this right? Because I thought here they were just like, oh, like this is a possibility. Let's keep reading. Answer: a Vishap transforms into a person to attend a ball and breaks one of his legs and eventually ends up walking with a cane. Sages like this answer the most, and as the children get it right almost exclusively. For adults, it always smells like a horrible conspiracy when a Vishap turns into a human. According to a prophecy of old, the Dragon of Water, the ancient Lord of Vishaps, will definitely descend in the form of a human. This is insane. However, for children, the answer to the question indicates the possibility of mutual understanding, but it's not a need to make a Vishap sound adorable. No, it is not. But like, I guess they do still need to learn this. What the hell is happening here? If this is the case, and like, I guess like, I don't know. It could be the case. Insane. So the Dragon of Water is walking along with us. Have we met them before? Have they been with us? Yeah, you don't want them to lower the guard. Dragoners and Adepts have evolved to wield power of other elements and have hence the purity. As such, the Dragon of Water will only be born among the human ranks, so it won't be born. Are you sure? Or is that just something they're trying to say to the kids? Because I'm starting to believe that the Dragon of Water is already walking amongst us. That the Dragon of Water is somewhere. With only one mouth. This being sometimes has our feet, sometimes 2, and sometimes 3 feet. Though unable to morph into other things, it is able to walk on the earth, swim in the water, and fly in the sky. The more feet it walks on, the feebler it grows. What is this being? Answer: a human. Humans crawl on feet and hands as babies, walks on 2 legs as adults, and use canes as elders. Yes, undoubtedly a human. What talks with only one mouth, but walks on 4 and 2 feet? Someone raising livestock. This riddle is a very ancient one. In the past, we could only understand the meaning of livestock from reading the text of 4 legs. It refers to 4-legged animals like an ox, a horse, or a forest boar. After Byakuyakoku fell to the ocean depths, these animals died out with 2 generations due to the lack of habitable land and food. Since the arrival of the Watatsumi Omikami, some of us have returned to the sea surface to build a home and interact with the people there. Therefore, we have been able to renew the names of these animals. According to the vassal, the Omikami's prophecy, we shall all move back to the sea surface someday, so it is important to get these names right. Ox means cattle, horse means horse, and forest boar means a forest boar. So they have like other names from their own language, but they're trying to learn so they can return to the surface. Question 4. Who are the 2 sisters who give birth to each other every day? Day and night, or white and evernight? This riddle is easy to understand, so it's like the sun and the moon. It alludes to the succession of day and night in which the Byakuyakoku means the cyclical white night and the evernight under the control of the Danichi Mikoshi. Though the land was an everlasting night before the Danichi Mikoshi was built, the lighted day that people had seen has remained unchanged. By the way, the two special astronomical phenomena, Byakuyakoku, the mirages and the sunshades, were at first indiscriminately referred to as eidolons and seen as two sides of the same coin. It was not until the arrival of the Watatsumi Okami that people of the Byakuyakoku were able to understand the two phenomena and name them differently. So it was when people came after that, they were like, yo, this is the sun and the moon, man. You just made sun and moon. You know? They brought down a copy Pokemon, they said, look at this. And they're like, Jesus Christ. Like, I love that. I hate the idea because, like, they can't, you know, like, if there are people that came down and took over this place, but at the same time, it's so cool, like, understanding that people came down and were like, it's like, hey, I made this, like, communication device. And like, bro, that's a phone. You made a phone. But the way they did it was incredible. Though the sun did not shine upon the Byakuyakoku, the mirages that appeared in the White Nights were named the Sunfire Phantasms, and those of the Evernight and Ghostfire Phantasms, and time went by, and both of them came referred to as the Sunfire Phantasms, for essentially they are the same thing. Question 5. I am the shadow born of the Lord, light, and the wingless bird that rises from the earth. Those who shed tears in my presence feel no sorrow in their bosoms. Away with gentle breeze, I fade and thus end my fleeting life. Answer is smoke. Birds are winged creatures, and as normal they're not seen in Enkanomiya. So smoke is... Okay. Question. A father of 12 children, each then giving birth to 60 daughters in a different appearance. Okay. Of them, 30 are pale and 30 are dark. The whole family, knowing not death, will only fade away. Who is the father? The answer is the year. The people of Byakuyakoku may find it, the part about the 60 pale or dark granddaughters a bit confusing, but everything will start to make sense once they crack question 4. There used to be a sequel to this riddle in ancient times. It roughly said that every granddaughter who would give birth to 12 descendants, and each of them would have 60 children. Every such child later would give birth to another 60, who would then go on to have children of their own. This would continue until, at last, all the offspring would together give birth to the one and only primordial child. Tokoyo Okami, the mother of 14 billion years. Watatsumi Okami forbade people from spreading this riddle. So there was another forbidden riddle here of the Okami people. And I wonder why, like, you want to, like stop these. I guess, like, they do, like a few things here. Like, I'm starting to think that the Okami might have been the people of Conria then, right? If they're the people that came down, maybe if I'm misinterpreting, lads, you can correct me. We'll be watching lore videos as well. But what I'm saying is, like, if they're the people that came down and kind of like changed the way of learning, changed the way of all this stuff, they appointed new kings and all this stuff. Could it be the people of Conria? Which then would lead to, first of all, question 4 is, who are the two monsters given birth to today, White and Evernight? Yes. Which would lead me back to, we're going to read down the rest of it, don't worry. When they talked about, well, I can talk about here, like, I forget where it says it, where it talked about the, who she is. I don't know where it is. It's volume 2. Well, when they were saying about the ruler of time, if that is the person from the start of the game, the ruler of time, could then you say that, like, she led the people of... Again, this is all speculation. She led the people of Conria down here. But does that mean then if there's someone walking around now... Because it seems like these books were changed. Because even like the librarian was talking about these books were changed. If these books were changed, is there then a possibility that, like, the Okami people were changing this book? And they don't want, because they didn't want anything to, like, to fear the idea of, like, a Vishap becoming a human, and then maybe being powerful enough to, like, take back this place for the Vishaps. We know the people of Conria from a theory video I saw before from Ashikai. They said that they were like we don't know, but it's a theory that they were down below the surface. So it is a possibility that then that, like, if that lady is quote-unquote Isaroth. And she was brought down here, she brought people down in here and took this place. Is there a possibility here that then she would want to, or they would want to, suppress the idea that the Vishaps that would originally own this place could eventually become human and smart enough to take over this place again? Because they found out like some of them are like smart as a 12-year-old child, which, like, believe it or not, for an animal is pretty crazy. That's more than crazy. There's a lot I still don't understand. There's a lot of in theories that I still don't understand here. The ruler of time thing, the idea of that we already know there's some connection maybe possibly to Conria in terms of like underground areas. But that's only a theory from Ashikai, so that could be completely wrong. But again, I don't know well enough to even say anything. So like, we know that the Vishaps were smart. We know they were experimenting on them. We know that the people came down and pointed that Sunchild. He was jealous and got rid of Aburagu. There was a ruler of time who people believed who loved down here. But did she come down here, or was she already here? That's another thing we have to think about. And again, it might not be the person from the start. It could be something completely different. I'm judging just basing off you guys wanting me to read this and saying this is so important as well. It makes me believe that it's not just going to be like a character, maybe like... Now, that's saying maybe it's because it's going to be a character we're going to meet soon enough, actually. That could be the case, too. Because people were like, you have to read this before you go to Sumeru. So maybe something's going to happen in Sumeru. And I think maybe it could happen in like any other... It could happen in Fontaine as well, that people are worried because I'd forget to read and go back to it. So let's see this. There's appendices here. Oh, sorry. There's appendices here as well. We'll go back down to it. Byakuyakoku Collection. And we'll go down to volume 5. So yeah, just the names. So like, say, Emma is Emma, Spartacus, Supata, Karen, Ka, Abrax, Abraku, Eris, Ariso, Erebos, Iboshi, Ekon, Eki, Deus, Uda, Asables, Serpeo. So yeah, we might have to like watch some like theory videos on this. That might be the case. We might actually have to like check out some like theories. But so far what I'm getting from this is that there was a ruler of time, and she was either already there or she brought some people down. And the Okami people were trying to suppress some information about these Vishaps because they didn't want people to know about this, because it seems so sudden that they were like, no. Actually, it's not going to be. The next dragon of the water or whatever is not going to be a human. It's not going to be a human. It's going to be a Vishap again. That seems like kind of like propaganda. The librarian also mentioned that the books were changed a little bit. They're written in a different language. They didn't seem like they were the actual books, or that there was some appendages made. There were some brackets there as well. There's some different languages. So I wonder if there was changes to those books so that there would be kind of like a change in history. That is a possibility, a big possibility. I wonder. I definitely do want to like look more into this and check more into this. That would be really freaking cool. It feels so weird being here in Mondstadt like this. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting from so far. We had a bit of information we already understood about it already. But it's actually really interesting to see that maybe like the Vishaps were also like evolved from like things because of us, what we did. It's crazy. Yeah. Very, very happy with reading that. That was actually very fun. I didn't think it would take 40 minutes, but like it's a hefty read. And if this is the case, right, like I guess like we're gonna probably watch an Ashikai video maybe Monday about it. I think that might be a good idea. We'll watch a Monday video about it. And so you'll be seeing this afterwards. I'm not gonna watch it, so it's gonna be a few weeks. But this is the last video I think we're doing before we go to Sumeru. I could be wrong. Again, it's weeks before we go to Sumeru. I'm just recording this now.
The wind knows me.
So I hope you've enjoyed this journey through this game with me. And we're not done yet. Let's go back to Inazuma so we can like walk around Inazuma a bit. Even though it's not the last time I'm gonna be in Inazuma, so like. Really, I feel like it. No, we'll go back here anyway. But like, I'm not gonna do the walk now. I'm gonna do the walk later because I like going through the areas like after I've gone in, like we did with Leeway, to say goodbye. Even though we're gonna be back, so it would feel like a fake goodbye now, and I don't want to do that. But for all of you guys, thank you so much for supporting the series. Thank you so much for being along with me in this journey. It almost makes me cry knowing how much of you are still here. I want you to know this, guys, and I know like it's so weird to say this. It is unheard of forever, like forever, for a part, for a series that is like over 100 parts in length now, for you guys still to be interested. It's beautiful, and I'm so happy for that. Like it's the longest series I've ever done. We're not finished yet. I'm not aiming to rush through this game. I'm really not. I want to like meet every character, do most things, and apparently in Sumeru the world quests get even better. For now, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for supporting the series. We'll look more into the theories soon. Rob, I'm gonna do another kind of like reaction video to those series as well. For now, thank you so much to the Never Gonna Pay the Baby Gangsta tier on Patreon. I don't know if there's any new ones. I will add it later if there is. If there's any new people that became patrons since then. Thank you to Tyfire 2, Jamie Bull, Johnny the Banana, The Ghost, Savina Zuma, Felicious Felix, George Candelaria, Eskun, Yuled, Radish, Fruity, Anusa, Shabata Bread, Malcolm Conde, V Mika, Death Trap, Lynx Marky. And guys, I'm gonna see you guys very soon. I'll see you guys in Sumeru. Let's do the thing. Thank you to the Never Completed Baby Gangster here on Patreon, Tyfire 2, Jamie Bull, Johnny the Banana, The Ghost of Vidazuma, Felicious Felix, George Candelaria, Eskun, Yuled, Radish, Fruity, Shabata Bread, Anusa, Death Trap, V Mika, Lynx Marky. I hope I got everyone's name. I actually read it off by heart as I'm able to do it nowadays, but I'll check if I got everyone's name. I think I did. Like I said, Radish said you said them all. I'm still good at remembering the names now, guys. I can remember them all. Sometimes even out of order if you want me to. Yeah.